Strait by way of Skyship. Um, you were intercepted by a group of knights wearing very vintage armor that seemed to be painted over. They were riding dragons and proceeded to um, attempt an arrest on Luminora, stating that they would kill anyone who would get in their way and her if she resisted. They claim to have to be speaking from an authority greater than that of the Far Empire. Um, your group was not down with this, and a combat ensued. Shenanigans occurred. Youchies were had.
Ouchies.
So, as we start our session, we will be picking up where we left off, where you are continuing the journey across the Blackwater Strait, dealing with the aftermath of this attack. We'll actually start with Luminora, as your cousin Yuna will have pulled you aside. Um, and and in hopes of kind of picking your brain, and she's trying to uncover who these people were. Um, so you would be in like the captain's quarters, and there's kind of a like a mishmash of equipment of theirs that has been collected. So atop a table, you just see this heavy, like plate armor. Um, you see a couple weapons, like a few like steel long swords, um, and there's a little bit of ash that has been collected from the knights. As soon as they died, they just turned into ash. And you see Yuna just kind of looking over it. She looks like she's not really able to make much sense of what's going on. And she looks
So
over you and says, "I don't know, cousin. What do you think?"
to clarify, all we've heard was they're from an authority higher than our own, and they mentioned a queen twice. Is that right?
Yes.
Correct.
Hmm. How much do I know about any queens, particularly some that aren't on our continent?
Um, uh, I would say um, you're pretty like relatively educated in these matters. Um, yeah. Um, I'd say you'd know what you yourself know, Jasmine. How about that?
Okay, cool. Um, I wasn't quite sure at first, but they did mention a queen and an authority supposedly higher than that of the Empire, and I query if this relates to Queen Tasha over in Cassis. Is there a way to see if I can get some of this paint off of the armor to see underneath it? She's saying
Yeah.
this as she's exploring. She's poking at the armor.
Um, Go ahead and make an unskilled dexterity check.
Okay. Oh, I don't have my dice. I'm not ready.
Make a paint remover check.
Paint remover. Who's got paint remover in their pocket? Oh, Enoch probably has some. Oh, that's not good.
Actually, yeah.
That's a 7.
7. Um, as you attempt to chip off some of the paint, like you can scrape basically everything off and get down to like the steel plate underneath. So you get the sense that with like I assume you just used like
Like a
maybe
dagger.
yeah, dagger or something. Um, it is just not quite like a precise enough tool. So you can scrape the paint off, and there's just steel underneath. You can tell that what you scrape off is pretty thick, so there's like multiple layers of what's going on, but it's just hard to tell. There's some kind of color mixed in there. It's like a little bit darker every once in a while. You do get a glint of like a purple color
Mhm.
as you.
I am gonna stop, and I'm gonna wait until I can get Enoch on the case because he's the paint guy, the paint and punch guy.
All right, very well, very well.
But yeah, I pose that possibility to Yuna. I'm scraping at this a little bit, and then I look over at her to see what she thinks.
She is kind of like pondering, and she just says, "Well, that just raises so many questions. As have you had dealings with the Queen of Brightwater?
No.
Then why would she be coming after you? How would she know where we are?"
These are great questions that I do not have the
Because
answer to.
you were called by name.
Well, divination is a practice.
No offense,
But I
cousin, but
don't understand. Is something about upsetting the balance or what was the supposed crime?
something like that. But what are the odds that these individuals are perhaps from within the Empire and attempting to appear as though they're something else?
Also perfectly reasonable.
Because it seems that you've made a lot of waves within the sixth house.
What sort? That part I'm at a loss for. What sort of waves have I made in the sixth house?
She kind of like squints her eyes a little bit at you and just says,
She knows too much.
"You are aware which house I come from, right?"
Yeah, just sometimes I try to keep some sort of plausible deniability, as that is unnecessary.
Of course. And I'm not making any accusations, but you have had a few run-ins with the Revenants during your time with the Ledgerman.
Yes.
So perhaps this is something from them, either changing tactics, employing mercenaries. I don't
That doesn't. I
see-
do hear that possibility, but that really just doesn't. I mean, if they wanted to get to us once they knew our location, I don't see why they just wouldn't figure out another way to send a revenant. Which is, I mean,
Fair. I just don't see how the Queen of Brightwater would play into this, and perhaps there's another party we have yet to. Oh, she kind of cocks her head and just says, "Or another one of the houses."
definitely.
They mentioned a queen.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps they referred to a matriarch.
Just seems so inelegant for the houses.
True, but again, perhaps they're trying to disguise their hand. And before you ask, this is beginning to seem like the kind of plot that House Lysandra might be involved in, and I want to ensure you it wasn't me.
That's exactly what you would say if it was you, though.
True. That is
Yeah.
true.
Great.
She like jokingly starts like reaching for her blade and then like just gives you a smile and then says, well, perhaps you can figure out more from what we have here. And I'm going to speak with the rest of my crew and see if we can find out how someone is getting information. And she'll like just step away.
Okay. Can I like stick my head out of the captain's quarters and see if Enoch or Charles or Maz are around? I'm not looking for Sal.
Okay, yeah. You can find all of them.
Okay, great. Do you guys want to convene in here for a moment?
Sure.
Wanna regroup?
Yeah, sure. Enoch like finishes pushing gauze into some injured person's wound.
The captain who just goes,
That's right.
thank you for that. I appreciate tending to my wounds. I did take a stray shot from what seemed to be gunfire.
Yeah, next time there's 3 dragons surrounding you, you don't have to stand still and narrate what we're. You can go hide. We've.
There is a society of aviators that makes rules on this sort of thing, and I actually have to be at the wheel at all times, 10 and 2.
That's terrible.
Crazy.
Glad you're alive. I'll pat his gunshot wound or arrow wound or whatever.
Out.
And,
Yep. Still tender.
Did Charles shoot him?
He's the only one with a gun.
Okay.
I didn't shoot the guy.
Well,
Not that I remember.
things happen.
No, I mean ricochets.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah. As you guys enter the room, Luminora kind of demonstrates all the evidence collected. Yuna and I were trying to figure out where these knights may have come from. I did try and peel off some of these layers of paint to see if there was any sort of emblem or insignia. But I thought that maybe, Enoch, you might have better success since you deal in the arts, and I just used a dagger.
Yeah, I think I've. Yeah, he begins rummaging through his own little pack. And pulling out a little tin of some paint,
Acetone?
some paint thinner. Yeah, acetone exists, right? It does now.
Okay.
It's a chemical compound. That's totally
Yeah.
Sure. I'm gonna say you've got like artist supplies. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I got painter
He's
supplies.
been drawing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So are painter supplies actually a thing?
I think they contain specific stuff, like it's an easel and like.
Yeah. Are you actually proficient in painter supplies?
Yeah, I'm proficient in like 5.
Oh, that's awesome.
7.
All right.
Tools.
So I'm gonna say with the paint thinner, go ahead and roll a skilled dexterity check at advantage.
That's not very good. 4, 7, 11.
11. As you use the acetone to very carefully and methodically, this takes about like an hour to do. Strip away at some of the paint here. It's just like layer after layer after layer of thick paint. so you kind of like broaden your scope here, and after about an hour into this, um, you begin to realize that you're going to have to kind of. It depends. You can be a little bit more, because at any moment you're going to hit like a layer that you think could be more relevant.
Hmm.
Um,
Mhm.
so do you want to just like stop here or try to like speed up a little bit to try to get any information at all?
Are these just layers of random colors, or, to him, a random assortment of colors?
It's a layer of white paint that is dried, and then another layer. It's like
It's all white?
multiple layers of white paint.
Okay. Um, I'd say he's focusing where he think like an emblem would be the most, like probably the front of a breastplate or um, up near the collar, and uh, unless someone stops him, I think he's just going to very like a museum curator, just go at this as gently as possible until
Okay.
he gets some hint of like a different color, or like you can start to see some kind of sigil or emblem or something.
Okay. Yeah, so as you focus down on another area, I'm gonna say go ahead and uh, as we no one's really gonna be rushing you, it seems. So as we kind of head towards the completion of our journey, go ahead and make another check, same roll at advantage.
While he's doing this, can I talk to Lunar?
As you come over to talk to Luminara, I can't decide if I'm using first or third person for some reason. Setting up
We've had a
some.
week off. Week off.
I know, I'm confused. I'm setting up some stuff for what looks like a small ritual.
Okay, I won't touch any of your stuff, but so Luminar, when was the last time you see someone in armor like this?
I don't think I ever have. Probably. Right? Yeah, no, I don't think I have.
It's weird. They say something about a queen?
Yes.
Now, I don't know. I'm not up on the latest of politics, but when I was over in Carsus, we always heard tales of a queen there. Don't remember what her name was,
I
but
think you're referring to Queen Tasha of Brightwater.
sure, yeah, I guess. But I always remember something about purple, not white.
You know, I think that was my understanding as well.
Well, even then, I never met anyone who'd actually been there, just campfire tales,
Mm-hmm.
so
And I mean,
get bored when the Hanjis aren't striking.
mm-hmm.
Hey, we told you about that word.
I'm
You got-
sorry,
You got one here.
the Hongols.
Enoch, what was your check?
Natural 20 for 27.
Okay. Um,
Uh,
you get to a point where you notice the white paint darkens, and you resist the urge to kind of like speed up. You're continuing to use this very delicate approach, and almost like an artist, you've now gotten to a point where you've got a brush, and you're basically now like tracing these like ever so subtle changes in the paint with the paint thinner itself. So you're almost like repainting whatever is under here. Um, and there is quite clearly an image of a golden crown that's being gripped by like a purple hand with like this like green heraldry behind it.
That's super cool.
I've got something. Doesn't mean anything to me, but maybe some more of you well-traveled people?
Looks
Take
cool.
another peek.
Charles, I'll give you a history check, and Luminor, I'll give you one too.
Nice. Intelligence is my best. That's a 12.
That's a 21.
There we go.
Smarty hands.
Yeah. I mean, Luminora, this is clearly the heraldry of the Queen of Brightwater.
Oh. I say that, those exact words. Well, this is clearly the heraldry of the Queen of Brightwater.
That's what I was gonna say.
Okay, so
But I'll be honest, I still don't know what I would have done to invoke her.
And why cover it with all
Provoke her.
these layers of white? You would assume they'd want to, represent.
Well, they're in a foreign land taking actions against. I mean, Una skyship. I'm nobody anymore.
Yeah, but
well,
now hear me out. Enoch, how many layers did you take off?
I stopped counting after 30.
Okay, so this
Yeah, I would
obviously
say,
isn't
yeah, Enoch, from your standpoint, this was very, very well. Like it took a lot to get this out. So this was very, very well hidden, albeit in a way that was this armor is like enchanted. So it's like they didn't want to go through the process of like getting like a whole different set of armor, but they still were they went through a lot to obscure this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the question is, are they trying to be inconspicuous, or have they been, like, banished? Maybe
Have
a
they been
rogue
what?
group banished.
Oh.
Like a rogue faction. I don't know. We don't know the answer. I'm just saying.
I don't get why.
Possibilities.
I don't get why the queen of some other land would care about any of us or what we are doing.
Well,
I've not heard
Luminar-
of Brightwater here.
Luminar comes from a powerful house. I mean, maybe they're not up to date on her not being, the next in line or whatever, right? Destabilize the military, take out one of their next leaders. I don't know.
I
Is
can't
there-
remember if this was canon. I feel like we talked about this. The Queen of Brightwater is technically a daughter of Zalathea, right? And does Luminor know this? And if she doesn't know this, then everybody ignore that I said that. Like, she's a descendant of Zalathea in some manner.
There have been rumors. Like this is reaching way, way, way into the depths of the conspiracy theories. Because in the distant past, there was a rumor about a prior matriarch of House Vorinth who seceded
Yes.
from herself from the FETC and essentially chose to rebel from a place in Karsus. Her name was stricken from history, and the lineages of the daughters of Vorinth from that point on have kind of been a little bit obscured. Where since that time, the House Vorinth was completely like enshrouded in like mystery. There have been some very like out there whispers that the Queen of Brightwater is this same matriarch from those like hundreds of years ago, which would have occurred when Karsus was pretty much first being colonized by the FETC.
Hmm. Interesting. It's like the InfoWars level conspiracy.
This is some gay frog shit.
Okay, I'm not gonna bring that up. It's
I mean,
too gay, too froggy.
I will say you just did.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, sorry.
so
I can't forget that information.
yeah.
Give me a week, I'll forget it.
I think it was actually. I think it might even be in my D&D notes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I think it was who Enoch was it you who said that? Who said why?
Yeah, why would a queen from another land care about you or your family or any of this going on in Mordun?
I mean, I really can't think of a reason, unless you believe that absolute crazy conspiracy that she's, one of the daughters of Zalathea, but that's completely unfounded.
I mean, unfounded or not, if she believes it, that's enough to make a move, right?
But even if she is, it still doesn't answer why.
Even if she doesn't
Like, yes,
believe
the
it,
houses try and kill each other all the time, but why wouldn't freaking Belladonna just come over here and kill me if that was the case?
Wait, what?
Because they're from the supposed one who was exiled or chose to leave, I don't know, was from House Vorinth.
Okay, I didn't know that, so I'm not like in cahoots or anything.
Well, I know you're not in cahoots. It's a crazy rumor conspiracy thing. I'm just...
Hey man, every conspiracy got a grain of truth in it.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to go over here and figure out a ritual. Let me look at this really quick.
You,
The
sorry.
rest of you would notice that as Luminara is saying all the, like some of this stuff, Mazarin's here, and she's like, her brain is on fire right now. She's really thinking hard about all of this.
Did Enoch make our masks already, or is that just something we talked about?
yes, there's masks made. I don't think, people aren't wearing them, but
No. I was just wondering.
I look up after finishing preparing my ritual. I look over at Mazarin. Is there something you want to add before I do some magic? Since it might help.
Do you think it's going to help before you do your magic?
Maybe. I was going to do some divination, and extra information doesn't hurt.
I think maybe do the divination first, because there are so many threads to pull on here.
Okay.
I will say this. The one thing that I could see that would connect you to the Queen of Brightwater is more of like an overarching geopolitical thing. So like, why would she care about what happens in Conscriptus, regardless of any conspiracy theories about who she is? But the Hangul dynasty is probably the biggest threat to the Queen of Brightwater right now, even greater than that of the Far Empire. And one thing that hasn't really been talked about is if Conscriptus, if the spear of the Empire is pulled away from Karsus and set against the Empire itself, then what power is going to be there to check the Hangul dynasty? So in a way, not in a way, just it is very advantageous for this stalemate to be going on between the Far Empire and the Kingdom of the Black Sky. And if that balance were to be upset, then that may threaten the Queen's rule. And that's what I'm thinking about right now. I again have no idea how exactly that would bring her to attack the ship, because that would almost imply that somehow she knows what you're trying to do. Which kind of implies that everybody does.
Or she
Or
just
that
knows where we
the
are.
mole works directly for her
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's
I
very
didn't even
interesting.
think about that.
and not for the Empire.
Well, now
Wow.
that.
Oh, and
Good
all the
thought.
sabotaging of the Shattered Covenant could be by someone that's not even loyal to the Empire itself, but just wants to keep
Mhm.
this war going.
Mhm.
Mazrin just looks at you, Luminar, and just goes,
Yeesh. Okay. Well, I vote we get confirmation on this. So unless anybody else has something to add, I'm going to do a divination ritual.
Let me get some air. I was gonna leave the captain's quarters.
Charles, make a perception check.
19 plus 25.
Okay. Give me 1 second to resolve this.
How perceptive am I?
Quite perceptive.
He's perceptive.
I mean, my base is 16. That's pretty good.
That is quite good.
Gotta have good eyes.
For good shooting.
Good shooting. Darn tootin'.
The Hanjis are small.
True.
Charles, you would notice as you go to get some air, Mazrin is going to kind of also leave to get some air.
Like, is she following me leave, or like we're just leaving at the same time?
You leave first, and then she kind of follows you, and you'll notice she's kind of trying to like keep her eye on you.
I will offer her a cigarette. Like, I know you're following me. Here's this,
She'll take one and then kind of like just go. Sorry, it's just stepping out at the same time. You can go do whatever it is you're gonna do.
I assume that Captain didn't want the quarter smelling like a cigarette, so.
Mm. Good call.
And
And then she'll just kind of like walk off.
I hold out my
Oh.
lighter before she leaves, but if
Oh
she
yeah,
was
yeah.
gonna...
I assumed you. No, I assumed you
Oh,
already
yeah.
did. She'll,
Okay, yeah.
so, yeah. And she'll take it and kind of like walk off, but you'll notice she's kind of like staying a little bit. Like, you get the sense she's trying to like keep an eye on you.
Is that Goliath guy around here anyway?
Yeah.
I'll wait till after the ritual, but I'd like to
Okay.
talk to him.
All right. Luminora.
So she's gonna cast divination. It takes her about 10 minutes. What?
I'm laughing at my dog being an idiot with the cone.
Oh. Takes her about 10 minutes. Instead of incense for flavor, I'll say that she's using like a piece of polished steel that gradually becomes like more tarnished as the spell goes on.
Oh, that's so sick.
And she kneels in the same position that she does before being pruned as like her form of reverence.
So fucked up.
And and then yeah, she will ask of, I mean, I presume it's like, yeah, it's a god or a god's servant, so I presume it would be Zealothe. I don't know who else she would ask questions of, who's a high being. And she will ask, was the assault upon the skyship ordered or authorized by the Queen of Brightwater or her direct command?
You feel this immediate, like, almost like you're thrust back into that chamber, and although your eyes are kind of like, to you, you feel like your eyes are closed. The rest of you see Luminora's eyes like glow this arcane blue, and then out of nowhere, there's like this explosion of fire that seems to like just be reflecting off of her eyes as you gaze upon just this burning visage of Zalathea. As Luminor, almost coming from within you, you just hear this like powerful voice just say, "You ask questions you already know the answer to. Trust your instincts, child."
Sweet. Love it. Love a good cryptic deity answer. And then I open my eyes, look over at Enoch, and I say, yes. Confirmed.
Add it to the pile.
The pile is gradually getting bigger and bigger. Welp, I'm pretty hurt. I'm going to go get some food, I think, and take a rest.
How's your brain feeling?
Oh, you know, like intimate control of my body was ripped from me, and I assaulted one of my companions, dare I say friend. Don't like that feeling very much.
Youchie.
Yeah, not much I can do for you in that department. Probably we should all rest.
Just sorry, but just Charles Brand is like a therapist, just sitting there on a couch, just being like, yeah. Sometimes we all get hit with a psychological youchie. It's important to confront your youchies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, thanks for keeping me alive and not letting these weird, creepy, secret knights kill me. That was very kind.
Yeah, man, it's my job.
Who's paying you?
Yeah.
You getting paid for this? I'm paying you?
Oh I guess I'm not getting
Did my
paid
mother pay you to
anymore.
be my friend?
But no, she's insecure about her friendships.
Forget I said that.
Squinch my eyes at you.
Yeah, rest easy,
Okay.
Luminara.
Keep your secrets, Enoch.
Hey Sal, yep, I'm coming.
I presume you leave.
Yeah.
Okay. Smash cut to Charles, kind of sauntering over to the Goliath. Charles, you are still dripping blood.
Yeah, you know. When
You've got a
something
lot.
was-
Yeah. So
You've got a lot.
you've got a lot to spare.
And I am also smoking a cigarette.
Mhm.
Just
Because that's cool.
makes me feel better instead of confronting my emotions. I take out the pack and offer him a real cigarette.
He looks towards you and just says, "No thanks," and just says, "My group and I wanted to say, you did good work. So
Me or
it's appreciated.
us as a group?
Both."
Well, thanks. I mean, I was coming over here because I want to say thank you as well. And sorry if the first time we met we kind of got off on the wrong foot. But,
You see June the monk kind of look over and like wave and smile at you, and he turns towards you and just says,
I also wave.
he says, "It's okay. June talked to me about it, and I get very protective over the people that I care about, and sometimes it blinds me. But the way that June put it is everyone has their own experience, and the pain from before shapes how they act in the future, and we never know what someone else has gone through. And sometimes it's the Yaochis on the inside that hurt the most."
Yeah, I mean that. Yeah, sure. Yeah. I just want to say thanks to you because I wasn't 100% there, but I do remember you did hit some guy that I was shooting at. So thanks.
I can relate to losing oneself during a fight. It can be scary to lose control. Have you tried meditation?
You know, no, but if you say it helps, I might give it a shot.
I feel that it has been one of the most life-changing things I've ever discovered, is practicing meditation and mindfulness. I still have my moments, and there are times that I still black out, and times that I crave the sensation and the vibrations that go through my forearms as the clavicles of my enemies break under the weight of my hammer.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been feeling more like me, I guess, and that has been nice.
Sounds good.
He kind of pats you on the shoulder and just says, "I don't know you at all, really. In fact, I never bothered to learn your name. What's your name, by the way?"
Charles. And I forgot yours already.
Mm-hmm.
And it is.
Pause. Time stop.
What?
I said he loudly shouts time stop and casts time stop.
Wow, what a powerful wizard.
Yep. One note. Oh god. All right. Time in. He just looks at you and says, Drabkin.
Drabkin. How long did it take to get all those tattoos?
I started accumulating them when I was a child.
Cool.
I come from a place north of Karsus. I'm from a place called Koza. And there we begin earning our marks as children. But long story short, I lost my way, and Yuna, June, my friends helped me. He pauses and says, are still helping me find my way back. With that, Charles, I hope that you find your guiding light to help with whatever Yauchis you carry within you.
Thanks. I'm gonna go get some medical attention. I did not realize I was still bleeding so bad from a physical Yauchi.
I've watched you drip about a liter of blood since you've been standing here.
Yeah, I do not feel well.
Yes. But once you get that bleeding under control, it might be a good idea to think about the internal hemorrhage.
Yeah, we'll
That-
worry about that after
That
I
which is
don't
unseen.
die. Yeah. Thanks again. Enoch!
He just, yeah, as you walk away, he just goes, "Be well, Charles," and just gives you a nod. And like the way he nods at you, he's just like, "You're gonna be okay."
Charles stumbles away.
Yep. Give me a, if you don't mind, James.
I don't.
You can choose to not do this and just decide, or you can roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
When would I ever decide not to do a Constitution saving throw?
DC will
It's-
be 18.
It's my best skill.
Or sorry, there's gonna be a Constitution check, an unskilled check.
So just add my
Add your con mod.
okay, 18.
Okay. You hear Charles yell Enoch, and then like stumble down the stairs and almost completely tumble down the stairs as he is like on the brink of passing out. And you do notice that like, you know, the sword wound of Echo Brand that completely went through like his ribs and abdomen, through like his movements of like going up and down these stairs have kind of like opened up, and the bleeding is brisk.
That's an interesting way to describe bleeding.
That's actually, we do that actually in
Brisk?
that's like regular medical terms, yeah.
What's the
Is it?
lowest?
Oozing.
I've definitely heard of brisk bleeding. Yeah.
How bad is it if it's profusely?
Pulsating.
That's probably the worst.
Yeah, that sounds bad. I'll take brisk. I can live with that.
I would also like to come check on Charles falling down the stairs.
Yeah.
Enoch will poke his head out, wander over after. Very casual.
If I may, I like to imagine Charles like stumbles down, maintains his footing, and then kind of just like drops with his back against like the rails. And as he's bleeding, just kind of like looks down and takes a drag off of his cigarette
Yeah.
as he's just like just watching, like he's completely soaked in blood.
Yeah.
I'll
Good
put
thing I
a-
brought a change of clothes.
Well, I don't think the clothes are really a problem right now, Charles.
Well, I
I'll
don't
put
want
a-
to be wearing bloody clothes all the time.
Clothes can be washed.
Mazarin at this point has come over, and she kind of just like pokes at your wound.
I guess Smush her
Fuck.
hand away just a little bit. I'll cast healing hands.
Okay.
You shouldn't poke at it, Mazarin.
All right, it's
Oh,
just
that's like
I felt like I saw smoke coming out of it.
Another hit and then look to see you.
There's not.
Okay.
it's only 8, and I'll leave the rest to Enoch. I'll just say, well, I'm not really much of a healer. This is just to keep you from dying here on these stairs.
Yeah, the bleeding does slow and stop, and you do feel this. You start like coughing, like pretty heavily, as this actually hurts a lot. What she does,
Okay.
as you feel your right lung begin to re-expand.
Great. Yeah. We gotta get that in real life. Gotta get that right one.
That's right. You need some
Um,
healing hands.
Yeah. I mean, is there a doctor here or something?
I think maybe I'm the closest thing to a doctor here.
You mean the new Revenants ain't got no one? Holy shit.
You're not
Well,
you're not squirting though, so we're fine, I think.
maybe I just need to lay down for a minute. Or 10. Maybe
Or 8 hours.
or 8 hours. Holy shit.
I don't know that we have 8 hours, but you go ahead and
What's up with that sword, dude? Holy
Oh, my
shit.
sword?
Yeah, I've been stabbed before, but that was a big time ouchie.
Well, it is enchanted and glows a little bit. It's not even the family heirloom blade, so I'm kind of surprised it hurts this much.
32 hit points as Enoch gets to work.
Holy shit. Oh, awesome, thank you, Enoch. Well, I'm gonna go change. Well, I'm gonna lay down. Give me a 10-minute warning before I get there. Charles retreats to where he put his shit.
Okay. You retreat to like a room or something?
Yeah, where I was reading the journal and stuff, that I left all that down there.
Mm.
I hope nobody moved my shit.
Nope. No
Cool.
one has touched it.
Is there a bed in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we
Done.
have time to rest? Short rest?
You guys do have
Long
time
rest?
to rest.
Okay.
Which rest?
Why do I keep rolling on this?
Luminora.
What?
You watch as. Give me a perception check.
You watch as you do a perception check.
No, I'm gonna.
Oh no. 7?
Enoch, will you give me one?
Yeah. Probably about the same.
My passive perception is high.
10. Yeah, my passive is high as well.
Okay. Okay.
Going to dice jail.
So what no one here notices,
Oh no.
but what Sal notices, is Mazarin, after she was swatted away by Luminora, and you guys all resolved this. Sal just kind of like casually walked as she's kind of looking at her finger that's now covered in Charles' blood and looking at it thoughtfully as she walks away.
She gonna spell me or something? I don't like Mazarin anymore.
Got your blood.
Well, Jessica's not here, so
Gonna-
I'm playing Mazarin my way.
That's fine.
So,
He's
all
gonna
right.
check you for STIs, don't worry.
You gotta stay on top of that.
You've got your room. You take a long rest? You do anything?
I am gonna lay down. Gonna open my journal
Mm-hmm.
to talk to Belladonna and be like, Yo, what do you know about the Queen of Brightwater? Question mark. Close it. Or I'll just keep it open and just kind of wait. No one told me not to do this, so it's kind of what's going to happen. I got a direct line. Why not?
Yeah.
There's no response, and there is a moment where you begin to like slowly begin to like doze off, whether it's from the blood loss or just it being a long fucking day. And you are, your eyes kind of shoot open because as you are like dozing off, the pen like falls from your hand and like kind of bounces on the wooden floor, and you like shoot up a little bit. And as you do, you see Belladonna in your room, just like pacing
No
like,
fucking way.
back and forth.
Real life or like an apparition?
She looks real.
How did you get in here?
She just kind of like cocks her head and just says, "Do you think this is hard for me to do?" And she just kind of like, I assume you like sit up a little bit. As you do, she kind of
Yeah.
like gently like walks over and pushes her hand like on your wound where like it hurts, and she
Ah.
kind of like pushes you back down. And then she's kind of just like holding her hand over your wound, and then just kind of like looks up and like looks at like the blood on her palm, and just is kind of like clicks her tongue, just, "Oh no."
Yeah, it's from Luminara stabbed me. Hey, I went a little fucking psycho back there. I jumped off the boat.
As you're saying that, you can hear her say under her breath, like, "You know what they say about the women of Catharis." And she just kind of, you say your
I
part, and she
don't.
kind of looks at you and just goes, "You jumped off the boat."
Not on my own volition. I had a need to. I would have followed that man I shot straight to the ground if he fell.
And why do you think that is? And she kind of like sits on the bed with you and like starts like inching a little closer to you.
Well, I just had a. I didn't feel it until I hit him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I just couldn't resist. I don't usually get within sword range of people, but I walked right up to that man.
Charles, do you have a question?
I did ask about the queen, and I am wondering what the fuck this gun is doing.
I think you know, right? What the gun's doing.
Yeah, but I guess my question is, can I assert my own control over it?
Yeah,
How?
willpower. And finding ways to, and you watch as she once again just like her fingers kind of dance across your wound, like it hurts a little bit as she's like kind of like almost like making little shapes on that tender spot, and she says, "And finding ways to satiate it before that need becomes too irresistible."
What do you mean?
Charles, I don't think you're that thick. So you need to find ways to satiate the gun and do it in a way that's not going to get you killed, because this gun can and will get you killed.
I mean, yeah, I realize that. I jumped off a fucking skyboat. So,
Right,
hold
but-
on. Why are you here? Because I don't think you came to show up to talk about willpower.
See, you're smarter than you look. You had some questions for me, and I felt that maybe it was about time that we had a conversation in person because I'm not very good over text.
I can understand that.
So, ask your questions.
Right? Do you know why the Queen of Brightwater is trying to, I assume, detain Luminara or take her out?
I would be surprised if that were true, as everything I've heard about the Queen of Brightwater indicates that she's busy with Karsus things, so I don't know why you would assume that you're being attacked by her.
Well, we did get a piece of armor from these guys, and we took off all the white paint, and there was her emblem or whatever on it.
I don't know that I'm the best resource for identifying the nature of marauding pirates, but you can imagine that as pirates do, they may acquire gear from different factions and use them for their own needs. I have no idea, Charles, but you're a smart boy. I'm sure you can figure it out on your own.
But you're not related to the Queen.
Give me an intimidation check.
Might actually be good at that. 13.
You notice for the first time ever, you see, as you ask that question, you see her flustered, and she looks like she got angry as you said that, and she's trying to hide it, but you really pissed her off by asking her that question.
Is she sitting on the bed?
Uh-huh.
Can I sit up and like sit next, like facing her on the bed, or is
Yeah,
she gonna stop
yeah.
me from doing that?
No.
Listen. I don't know what the fuck is going on between the houses, and I honestly don't care. Now, you gave me this weapon, and it's, you know, there are pros and cons, but I feel like you might have pulled the wool over my eyes on this one. And I don't much appreciate that. You know? I don't like
Yeah.
being used.
Everybody uses everybody.
Don't have any friends, Mildana?
Got more than you.
I just wonder why you chose me. What you saw, why do you think I can handle this burden?
Can you? I think that remains to be seen. I didn't choose you, Charles. You chose me. And you chose this. And you watch as she, like, holds out her hand and manifests malice in it. So, don't
Can I
play
hold
the...
out my hand and get it back?
You try, and it doesn't work. And with that, you watch as she just, like, lets it, like, kind of flip one time on her finger as she, like, loosely, like, hands it back to you. And she says, so, don't play the victim with me. Not with me, Charles. And she kind of, like, points outward and just says, like, that act might work for them, but we both know what this was from the beginning. So, at this point, you can whine like the rest of them do about how you didn't understand the terms of the agreement or you didn't think about the consequences. But it's irrelevant at this point. What's done is done, and you can either handle it or you won't. But you wanted power. You said that in your own words, which, to be clear, most men are not that direct, so I actually appreciated that. And all I did was grant your request. So don't come at me like I tricked you. You knew there would be consequences, and you haven't even begun to experience what those actually are.
Right. Now, you're right. I did ask for this. Seeing as that's the case, maybe you could give me a little assistance as far as, do I need to find other cursed items to fuse to this one on the table, or can it be any magical item?
No, so this is what I came to speak with you about. I figured it seemed that you and Malice were not quite bonding the way that I thought you might initially, so let me help. You need specifically non-cursed items. In fact, there are other sentient weapons that are aligned with good and altruistic deities, weapons that are corruptible. Those are an adequate fuel source for your hungry, hungry little hand cannon. As for some information as to your new partner in crime, I have some suggested reading for you. You can look into the demon prince known as Orcus. He is very obsessed with the notion of becoming a deity himself, and is known to be a bit of a craftsman and a connoisseur when it comes to collecting certain artifacts. That might help give you a deeper understanding of this thing that you're now bonded with.
I thought this was with like the old one or some shit like that.
Charles, I'm spelling this out for you. He goes by many names. But in the common tongue, or at least the one that's going to be the most easiest to research, there it is.
Got it.
So, with that, I now have a question for you now, which is, what are you hoping to accomplish as you come back to Conscriptus, gun in hand, headed for the War Games?
What am I looking to accomplish?
She just cocks her head.
I mean, my team thought this is where we should be, so here I am.
And what about what you want?
Trying
Are
to
you just
figure
going to
that out.
be a soldier for the rest of your life? Just a gun that takes orders, whether it's your Steel Covenant general, or Luminora, or the Ledgermen? Someone tells you to shoot, and then you just shoot?
No. I don't know what I want yet. Guess I'm still trying to figure that out.
Well,
Definitely power. But I don't know how far I want to go for that.
well, if that's what you want, you should be careful about where you're pointing that thing. Because you coming to Conscriptus in the way that you are is specifically You may find yourself on the opposite side of myself and my own house. And she leans in like really close with her lips just like a millimeter away from yours and very slowly just says, and you know what they say about biting the hand that feeds. And then she just like pushes her forehead into yours and like pushes you back into bed using her forehead. And um, with that, she just gives like a big smile and like takes her hand and just jams her thumb deep into your wound, causing just this screaming pain, causing you to just shoot up and pull your gun. At which point you shoot up awake, and there's no one there.
I checked the site. Is it bleeding again?
No.
Shit.
I do need a wisdom saving throw.
Of course.
It's kind of hot. I said,
19.
Okay. That is just enough, as you otherwise would have taken some psychic damage and been unable to benefit from a long rest before the next day.
Ooh.
But
Am I able to benefit from a long rest now?
yes, you are.
Thank the fucking Jesus.
Is anyone else doing anything before the as we go into our long rest, as we kind of we're sticking with Charles and did a bit of a smash cut through time?
Love it.
Nope. Okay.
Nope.
It's always a good time I get to see Belladonna.
As the morning comes, Charles, you are going to be a little late to get up because although you do benefit from a long rest, it wouldn't necessarily be a particularly restful night for you.
Yeah.
Is this the day that we're expected to arrive in Conscriptus?
Yes, it is.
Okay, just checking.
Charles is going to put on his new clothes. I mean, they're the same.
Mhm.
Clean.
Mhm. Less sword holes.
Yeah.
As you all wake up, again, Charles, you're going to be up a little bit late. Mazarin is going to kind of collect some of your group around breakfast time and just say, I wanted to tell you all that I sort of did a thing last night, and I want you to listen to me before everyone gets mad. But I remembered an old trick that my father tried to get me to learn, that I had some more success with. And I was able to peek in on Charles last night because I was a little concerned. And something is not right. He was definitely talking with someone who I did not see. And I think he may know more than he is sharing with us. And I think there may be a deeper connection between that thing that Belladonna gave him and I think Belladonna might have her hooks in him, is what I'm getting at. And given we're going back to Conscriptus, I feel that that might pan out to be a liability.
Just
Anyways.
look over at Charles.
He's not there yet.
Oh,
So I've said my piece, and I'll let you all take it from here.
Well, you're gonna help us in protecting him, so maybe you stick around to be part of whatever we decide. I think it's pretty obvious he's obsessed with that gun. And,
Although, yeah, I don't know if now's the best time for an intervention, but
no, I don't think he'd listen anyways.
well,
at the very least,
It
I
is-
think maybe we can coerce him into sharing what he knows.
it is a fair point to consider that House of Orange will be in the games, and depending on who of their house is playing, he might not be entirely on our side.
Right. Anyways, good luck.
You sure do love creeping in on people, Mazar, and I feel like that's a conversation we might need to have at some point.
Yeah, but I feel like so far I've been right to do so.
Yeah,
I
that's-
find shit.
I guess in this case, the end justifies the means.
With that, Charles, you get up. There are still the smells of breakfast as you get up a little bit late.
Charles
and I assume
lights a
you-
cigarette, tries to find a cup of coffee.
Yep. As you do, you notice there is one waiting for you at in kind of like the common area that's been otherwise kind of cleared out, with your entire group waiting for you, and there's like a plate of food just for you. Everyone else has already eaten, and they're all just kind of sitting at the table.
Luminar,
Yes, Charles. Good morning.
do you think we could have a word in
Yeah.
private?
Absolutely. And she stands up, grabs her cup of tea.
I
Charles,
will.
the cup of coffee just gets like lifted and slowly begins like levitating towards you. A little
Thanks,
bit, like
Mazarin.
spilling off the side. Just goes, just nods.
I'll take it, and I'll take a huge drink of it. And I'll kind of try to find like a corner or something where Luminara and I can talk.
Yeah, doable.
She will notice that my cigarette hand is kind of trembling a little bit, and I'm kind of like, I don't know, anxious looking. Like, Luminar,
Something happened?
yes, something fucking happened.
You do not look well. Is your wound infected?
No,
You have
no,
to take care of those, you know.
my wound is fine, Luminar. I'm fine, physically. But last night, when I went to lay down, Belladonna was there in my room.
She teleported to your room?
I guess. She fucking She was there.
Teleported onto a moving skyship? I don't think that's accurate.
Luminara, she
Sorry.
jammed her thumb into my wound. I mean,
Is
I
it
could
open?
feel
Is
her.
it bleeding?
No, it's not. See, that's the thing. I fell back asleep, and when I shot straight back up, it was fine.
Okay. It sounds like she visited you in your dreams.
Sure, cool, whatever.
Okay.
Not the
Well-
point.
Okay, sorry. What is the point?
The point
Making a
is, she.
conversation. I'm sorry. I'm just messing with you. I feel really bad about stabbing you, and I thought that Huma would fix it. It's not working. I get it. Okay.
You know what? Luminar, usually, that's the right road. Right now, I think Belladonna is out for me. 2 reasons. A,
Oh.
when we were in the dream, she conjured malice into her hand, and I couldn't get it back.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah, I'm sure you saw Like yesterday, I just held my hand out and the gun apparated into it. Yeah, well, she did that, but I couldn't get it back. And then she said, "Don't bite the hand that feeds." And I don't think I can fight her in the if we have to fight in the
Hmm.
games, because I don't think I will be able to shoot her. Not because I don't want to, but because she might have control of the gun.
Could
Also,
you use another gun? What if you
yes.
just put that gun away and stop using it?
Well, there are consequences for that, which I do not know what they are yet.
Is it in the contract that you signed with her?
The gun is hungry.
Okay. I'm confused.
Okay, you
The gun is sentient?
apparently yes.
Okay. Okay, well, back to question number 1. What if you just sit it down or throw it off the edge of the sky ship and move on?
Well, I have. It's a cursed weapon that I am bonded to. I don't think throwing it off the edge of a skyship is going to be enough. Again,
Okay.
I don't know that much about curses, but the way Belladonna made it sound was like either feed the gun or
Yes, or you
yesterday
gotta take some sort of physical.
yesterday will be a fucking cakewalk. Be a birthday
Okay.
party.
Okay, so I do have a couple of questions. So yes or no, you have a copy of that contract that you signed?
No, when I signed it, it kind of like fizzled into.
You should always get a
nothingness.
carbon copy when possible, but
I mean, I don't think this is a normal contract, Luminara.
still, a contract's a contract. As the signee, you should get a copy of it, but that's beside the point at this stage. Okay. But I think we just need a workaround for the games, and then we can figure this out afterwards. Is that kind of where we are at? Is that the plan?
I
Because
mean,
the games are on a time limit. I don't know if there's a way we can solve this before that.
yeah, I mean, I guess the short-term solution is figure out how to do the games. The long-term solution is I don't want to die by this gun.
Yeah, the long-term solution is we have to figure out a way to break your curse. Yes, yes. And I presume you've asked Belladonna if you could just, if you could just give the gun back.
That did not cross my mind.
I'm okay.
Well, I did ask her how do I feed the gun so it doesn't like
Yeah,
ruin me. Obviously, because short term I have to not die by it, right? But
Okay.
she said it needs, good
So
sentient weapons
yeah.
to
So she'll
corrupt.
probably be the only one because yes, you can feed the gun. Sounds like you're going to need to at some point, or it'll consume you,
Lay down.
etc.,
Lay down.
etc.
You're not getting in the
But-
closet. Come here. Come here.
But long term, you either need to find a way to get out of this pact, which I presume will consist of passing it on to another person, or some very high level magics that we don't have access to at this point. Because otherwise, what is the end goal? You just feed guns and magical items to this gun forever, and then what? You become a demon king or something? I don't.
That I don't know. What do
Yeah.
you know about Orcus?
I don't know anything about Orcus. What is that? Who is that?
He's the guy that made this, I assume.
I'm
The
not really
demon
well
prince or
studied
something.
on demonology, if I'm being honest. Really
Well-
focused a lot more on magic and swords.
I just thought maybe you'd know something because you're smart. Um,
Thank you.
you're welcome. But when we get back to the place, I'll go to the library, I guess.
Luke probably knows something about it.
I
He probably has met him
pref-
before, honestly.
prefer not to talk to him if I don't have to.
I get
There's
that. I truly
that
get that.
that librarian guy is pretty smart too. I might ask him.
So, if Belladonna is participating in the games this year, what's your plan for that?
Well, I don't know how the games work, so I don't know
I mean,
what
there's
I'm expected to do.
So I'm going to cut in here, and Luminora, you would know the format of how this is going to work. And there will be no instance in which anyone but you faces off against the champion of House Warrenth. So basically, the group part is like a qualifier. Like the main event is essentially a duel between all the houses, and then like one rando that usually they just kind of pub stomp. So the whole tournament thing that you guys are entering in is literally just to get a seat for Luminora to get like a chance in the series of duels that takes place. So you don't know like everything about this because it was never relevant to you before, but your basic understanding is that there may be some kind of group combat and then a lot of like competency checks for like the quote unquote champions like party. And then the champion themselves is going to have to like do a series of duels against other champions that, and they get like bonuses based on how their party performs in the war games.
Okay.
So this is you're doing like the war games for the commoners. It's like kind of a big event, but like the big ones where the nobles duel, which is kind of the reason you're here, is just between Luminora and the other houses. So at no point will Charles, in theory, or any of you have to face off against any of the other houses until you actually complete like this section, like the qualifiers. So this whole thing is for non-houses.
I relay that.
I mean, it was a pretty
So just-
blatant threat, so
I mean, she's probably going to try and sabotage you then.
well. All right.
But it sounds like the best bet is to just try not to use that gun for the time being, and when she inevitably gets her claws into your mind, let one of us know. We're probably Mazarin, who already suspects something is going on.
Yeah, she was following me around yesterday.
Yeah.
Did she do something else?
Nope, not that I know of.
I'd like to insight check that. I'm very suspicious right now.
Right. You can do a insight versus Luminora's deception.
Amazing deception. I've got such good deception.
Are you being
Ooh, I'm going
facetious?
to use my heroic inspiration.
Worth.
That was
Worth.
so bad.
Okay.
Yes, I'm being facetious.
I have an 18.
Ugh, 14.
All right. So Luminora, what might Charles appreciate if there are any like cracks in Luminora's as she
As
says?
she has been talking to him, she's been, I mean, Luminora in general is very blunt, very straightforward, and like kind of aggressive with her stance and her eye contact. And as she says that, she sort of steps back a tiny bit and looks off to the side, and just breaks eye contact for a moment.
Charles kind of smiles. You don't get challenged very often, do you?
I get challenged all the time. What are you talking about? Duels are challenges, technically.
Like this. People
Oh,
don't talk
social
back to you.
challenges?
Yeah.
No, I guess not.
So what did she do?
Oh, what? What do
Mazrin.
you... Oh. You picked that up.
You took a step
She...
away from me. I've never seen you do that.
Did I? I'm not sure that's true. She was privy to some of your conversations last night with Belladonna and notified us that you might be in deeper than you had let on previously.
Well, I found out that that is true, but I didn't realize previously. So I was not being deceptive on purpose.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
So I'm gonna go
that.
back there and everyone's gonna be like, fuck you, Charles.
No, I think everyone's going to be concerned about your well-being.
Alright. Charles
Because
finishes
we
his
are
coffee.
your friends.
Yeah.
She smiles when she says that, and then stops smiling. Because she feels awkward.
I think you're my friend. I go in for a hug.
I freeze. I'm just like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I very quick release and go back to the table.
All right, you back to the table. Not everyone is staring at you.
Cool. Who's not?
Sal.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought.
So I'll start. Did you learn anything useful?
Define useful, and yes, I learned that. Well, Belladonna, she was the one that visited me last night. Apparently, in my dream, I guess, seemed pretty real to me. She might have control over the gun, more so than I do. And I'm supposed to feed it, or it will consume me. Wasn't 100% clear on that. It's sentient and evil. Although I think we knew that last part.
You should try talking to it.
I tried to commune with it once, and it was like trying to pull me into a void or something, so I kind of stopped. Yeah. Didn't seem friendly.
Well, it doesn't seem like there's much we can do about it.
Yeah, I mean, she did blatantly threaten me about the games. And then it needs to consume or corrupt good sentient weapons to be satiated.
How many? That kind of seems like you're set up for failure. I'm just gonna point that out. I don't. How many good sentient weapons? How many sentient weapons are out there?
I don't know.
Let alone good aligned.
Have you already done this with any weapons?
The only weapons I have are regular. Not even magical. Well, with the exception of Malice, obviously. I don't know if a regular magical weapon would do it. Or at least, what do you call it? Stave off a bit of the hunger. till we get something real juicy.
Yeah. All right.
But there's not much we can do about it right now. So
I guess we'll keep our eye open for any other super powerful sentient weapons that we can feed to your evil gun.
thanks.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Perfect.
Anyone come up with a name?
Goodness.
Did you think of something?
Nothing good. Everything's too corny.
I know,
Yeah.
that's my problem too.
And besides that, I don't even know what. The name is reflective, right? I don't know what we are.
I mean, I think we're secretly trying to undermine the Empire, but how do you
Yeah,
put
we're
that in a name that you're going to blast into a competition with?
I mean, we're definitely a motley crew of individuals.
Some of us more motley than the others.
Good name. Just saying.
What, motley crew of
Yeah.
individuals?
No, drop the individuals.
MCOI.
How about the
The McCoys.
That
maybe we should do like house something. Or you guys have your house of whatever. House of whoever.
mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good, actually. The seventh house.
It's not bad actually, that's pretty
actually
cool.
pretty good.
I mean, all in favor? Alright.
I'm kind of for it.
Yeah.
I think that would be blasphemous if we showed up as the seventh house.
I mean, technically, the sixth house doesn't really exist either, so people would be like, mm.
But I mean, the sixth house does exist.
I mean, it's not.
Mazarin kind of
complete.
speaks up and just says, in kind of a weird way, it also is kind of like a subtle nod to the existence of the sixth house,
Mm.
which kind of in and of itself is like an act of defiance, but it's one that you can't quite like pin on us because it's just the name, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it can mean anything, but it kind of subtly implies that there's like a thing. I mean, I think it's a little derivative, but I haven't heard any other ideas. Also, just for the stupid game, it's not like that's going to stick with us for the rest of, our careers.
Yeah, we just need something for the games, right?
Yeah, something for the
Yeah.
games. Not like.
We could spend more time to think of a cool crew name later. But we need something now. Short term.
Not something that'll be brought up in later situations.
Yeah, it's not like down the line there'll be like the new 7th house or anything.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, in that case, I kind of, hey, my idea said in jest, but we're trying to disrupt people.
It's not a
That's
bad idea.
the best way to come up with something. So, I'm for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Let's do it.
The house cleaners. They're who you call when there's no one else.
We need a tagline too.
I know. Start thinking of the tagline guy.
Logo and then subtext.
Yeah.
House colors.
Oh yeah, what are our house colors?
I was kidding. We don't have house colors. They're
All right.
black. It's black. Oh wait, I guess it's the same colors.
With that, you hear overhead the sounds of your captain as good afternoon, crew. This is your captain speaking. Looks like we are beginning our descent into Conscriptus. We've got nothing but clear skies and no evidence of any imminent dragon attack. We want to thank you for tolerating any mild turbulence that we might have faced, and thank you again for choosing to fly on the Velvet Knight. And with that, you do see the city begin to come into view. So as you all begin your descent, is there anything else that you're all doing?
Whoa.
I want to lean off. Oh wait. Do we need to be disguised?
Yeah, yeah, probably a good time to change clothes, put on masks.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that. But then afterwards, I want to point to stuff as we fly in and go, "Oh look, that's where I did training."
Where?
You know, when I got changed earlier this morning out of my bloody clothes, I found that I remembered I had this immovable rod. Could have made that whole fallen thing less precarious, I guess. Kind of forgot about it.
Well, let's try to remember our.
Next time I fall off a skyship, immovable rod.
I risked
Or-
death by Luminor's father's hand to cheat that into your hands.
My father wouldn't kill you.
He
You
seems like
cheated for me?
Yeah, yeah.
How did you do that?
He seemed like the kind of guy who takes drinking games seriously, so I just made sure that you could drink.
Well, I feel kind of dishonest about that now.
Do well.
I mean, thanks. Well, this will definitely come in handy. Or I'll forget about it forever again.
Okay. With that, as you're having this conversation, you begin your descent into the city, and
Where's the
you-
skyship? Where's it go on the map?
the skyship is going to land in the shipyards to the north. There is definitely the sound of industry in this area, and I would say Luminora, this will have been the closest that you would probably come to the Blackwater Freight Lab. So there's kind of like this just like underground / like above ground like massive industrial like structure that's built into like the cliffside, with these docks that like jut out like flanking it on either side. And this is just like the the hive mind of like naval industry here. So there are just like constantly ships coming in from Ferrum, from Centralis, and these like massive like ironclad ships are being like put together through like arcane machinery and like very powerful like magic users too, like using telekinesis to like just like force these ships together. There's also a like skyport that's like this elevated like platform that has like a counterweight on it such that the ship can land on it, and then the weight of the ship itself will like bring it down and like lower it into sea. And then kind of by the same way you see other sky ships like being set off, or there's kind of like this counterweight that offsets some of the weight to provide like further lift. um, so yeah, this is a very heavily trafficked area. um, there is a brief moment where your captain kind of says, greetings again, crew. I'm being told by air traffic control that we've got a brief delay on the ground as we're waiting for another ship to take off. So I'm anticipating we'll set down in about 10 or so minutes.
We don't have a gate.
Nope, there's just like these platforms, and
We
you kind of like
landed too early.
you kind of look down and you see this little like group of people coming over, and they look like they're kind of like shouting at these people. They're like, "You gotta get off! Like you gotta go!" And yeah, there's a lot of logistics moving through here. After a brief while, sure enough, you set down on this platform and you feel like the weight of the ship hit this like wooden mechanized structure, and you feel it like gently setting you down as the weight of the ship goes to like carry itself into the water. And there's this brief like thud as the water hits the ship, and you kind of feel like the buoyancy kick in. And with that part of the deck also pulls into the like deeper dock, so that it just like naturally brings itself in, almost like it's just like a ship on the water. And you feel these heavy like clockwork locks click into some kind of apparatus that's built into the skyship as well. And with that, Yuna and her group themselves are, you notice, disguised, as they're trying to maintain like a low profile, being kind of around your group. As they are kind of disguised as like a series of dock workers, kind of with their vague like shapes and builds. Charles, you see this kind of like female gnome who's kind of more like caramel skinned, kind of like looks like sun weathered and like a little more old than like June appears. Just like look at you, smile and wave.
I also smile and wave, but like a very awkward smile and kind of like a. I'm just like still afraid of them.
They kind of set off, and Yuna, who's still like has a little bit of flair to her, she's got now more of like a like kind of like a captain's hat. She's like appears as like a beautiful kind of like very fair-skinned female with like flowing red hair, kind of swashbuckling look, and like kind of like knee-high boots with like a blue captain's coat. Kind of looks towards you and just says, "Good luck out there. I guess I will see you on the other side.
Yep, see you
And
around.
if it comes to Blades, I presume you'll remember our trip together and maybe take it a little easy on me." And gives you a wink.
Of course I won't. And I give her finger guns.
She like steps off the side and then like jumps off, like sliding down a rope like a fireman, and lands on the deck, and in a completely different voice just starts like shouting orders at her crew to like unload some kind of shipment that they brought here as some kind of cover for what they're actually doing. And she just goes, "Move, you scurvy dogs. Don't you know House Lysandra needs this ship for a diplomatic mission? Move." And yeah, so you are all free to move about as you wish.
Did we put on our disguises?
I'm presuming so, unless you otherwise did not want to.
No.
Well, how would she know who we were?
I mean, we're still like 5 people
Good.
True.
on her ship.
Good point.
I'm also going to cast Disguise Self on my base. And general build.
Under your mask?
Yeah, in
Wow.
case my mask gets knocked off.
Now, are you wearing your masks off the ship?
I feel like that'll draw too much attention.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, probably. Too much attention.
Okay.
I mean, you can wear your regular mask.
I've got mine. I feel like that comes with. I've got the new mask on.
Rock a new mask. Like it.
Well,
I have cast disguise self. I made myself a little bit shorter, but with a hat on to compensate, and a different face. And then,
Take my hat.
I'll take your hat.
Luminara shorter with a cowboy hat.
And boots. She's got boots
Boots.
on.
I love it. Okay. So, with that, you all step off the ship. And sorry, who is not? Who is? No one's wearing masks, and who is disguised?
Charles is not wearing his duster, but pretty much basically the same.
Okay.
Other than that.
yeah, I don't know how much disguise we have except for Luminora's magical disguise, but
Or how much you would, in theory, need it, because again,
Kind of
not
unknown.
everyone here. Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm just trying to get a sense of what people are looking like. That's all.
Enoch has his spiral mask on and has just like taken off the overcoat from the Ledgerman.
Okay.
So he's like,
Charles is, vest, long sleeves, gloves, boots and pants.
Okay.
Your standard cowboy.
Mazarin is just kind of looking like herself.
Suspicious.
Okay. And Luminor, you would know the way. Are you just kind of walking the group
I think
towards
so.
the destination?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we have anything else to do right now, so gonna do that.
Okay.
Awesome.
So you begin heading towards the arena in which the war games are held, which is known as the Crucible of Five Crowns.
Damn, that's cool.
You have.
That's what That's what the arena's called?
It is.
That's fucking dope.
It is in the southwest corner of the city, and it's kind of like the large entertainment district, where they have various sporting events, a lot of war game style events throughout the year. But this is the once yearly big event.
Is it that Coliseum thing in them?
Yes.
That's cool.
Even from this distance, you can hear the sounds of drums, and every once in a while just this roar of a crowd, as there seems to be some kind of event going on right now. So you begin making your way through there. Luminora, do you want to pitch in here, or rather Jasmine, do you want to pitch in here and say what people might be seeing as they walk through just the streets of Conscriptus?
What?
No, you don't have. You don't have to. You don't have to. It's your hometown. If there's anything you want to add, you can. Otherwise, you can leave it. You can leave it to me.
Okay, I will
I'm putting you on the
say-
spot.
I will. Let me see. I wrote a little something down at one point. I just want to double check. Nobody look at me really quick. I do want to say that, houses and shops will have, various banners or emblems outside, kind of signifying their current alliance to which house. And there doesn't seem to be any, strict boundaries where it's this is House Lyssandra's region and this is House Forin's region, but you might see a shop that has the Catharis emblem right next to a house that has a banner for another house. Um, and the streets are pretty clean, well kept, and manicured. Um, Maybe a little cold coming from the Green Vale, where everything was like very like lush. Um, Everything seems to be built very intentionally and purposefully here. Um, Lots of steel, lots of stone. No, we're like walking on a pedestrian street. There doesn't seem to be like tangled alleys, or it doesn't seem to be like a mess. Everything seems to be very organized. Um, and there also appears to be underneath all of it a sense of this city could also be used as a um like a hold or a like a military facility, a fort of some sort. So like there are like signal towers and reinforced entries and then multiple like gated walls that feel very fortified. That's it.
Um, you also see there is a lot of there's a lot of there's kind of like a sporting um, atmosphere out in the city. Like there are street vendors that are selling food. There are people that are quite literally like wearing, like decking themselves out with colors of various houses. You see children playing on the street, like pretending to be um, like some of the celebrities that are dueling each other. Um, so, um, like for example, you see a couple children that have like these pretty obviously like like once a year made like stick swords that are like very beautifully crafted to resemble some of like the heirloom blades. You see one is like massively like unwieldy, but it was made in such a way where like this kid can actually wield it with two hands. And you hear her just say, like, you hear this other kid who's like wielding this like smaller sword just say like Freya, you have no chance against my magic. And then the other kid is just like making these barbaric like, and then just like swinging this large sword. And then you hear the other kid just go, wait, 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 no, no. And then she just goes, no, I hit you, you lost. And she's like, no, I didn't, I wasn't ready. And they're just like, you know, playing make believe on the street. As like you see, like some passersby just go like, move, child, and like are trying to make their way through. Um, and I would say, Luminora, you've not really been in the streets a ton. So this is all. I don't know how you're feeling about all this, but it's something.
Feeling like it's something.
Like it's something. Wow, you guys really go all out for this, huh?
I mean, the War Games are, the most important event every year, annually. So, yeah.
Yep.
You guys
Oh.
don't have anything like this where you're from?
I mean,
yeah, but
there's like we had boxing in the army, but not like this. I don't remember anything before that. But,
What about you, Enoch? Do they celebrate anything like this in the tribes?
it's not so much a celebration. This is a lot more friendly, um,
jovial.
jovial. Yeah. Every year the new initiates get their duels to decide if they will or will not be initiates still. A lot bloodier than this and a lot less cheering.
I mean, we haven't gone to the games yet. Who knows how bloody it'll be?
Probably relatively bloody. A little bit bloody.
So with that, you see the massive, like, Colosseum-like structure that is open to the public now as you watch like this large crowd of people heading towards. You do see that there does appear to be like an entry fee to even get into the gate, which is why it seems like all the poors are outside and it's like all the wealthy people are like coming in here. There is a an entry fee of 100 gold pieces per person.
Do we go in as like a team? Are we able to like? Is there like a entry fee to participate as a team?
I will say there will be a reduced fee if you are coming, if you are, actually no, it's more of like a, you might get reimbursed for how far you go, but it's like entry fee to get in whether you're a bystander or a participant.
I think either way we should mask up before we go in. Because now's the time to like be conspicuous
Let's do it.
or inconspicuous. Well,
Are our outfits matching?
hell no.
No.
I'm just checking. Sorry.
He's in robes. I'm wearing my cowboy get up. You're in. Whatever the hell.
I'm in skin tight cloth wrappings. I've
Whoa.
discarded my
Okay,
robes.
risque.
Nice.
It's what
Look
I
at
got
that
underneath.
figure.
You gotta flaunt it if you got it.
That's- Got that.
Definitely buff with my 13 strength.
Hey man.
So, yeah, but he's ropey.
Yeah.
We love,
Wiry.
we love a
Wiry.
ropey look.
You're Bruce Lee lean.
Yeah. Sure.
So with that, you all are, I assume you are paying the entry fee?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh. I'm running out
So-
of gold here, guys.
We'll get some more. We'll
You
kill
pay
it.
the entry fee, and as you step through the arena, you see this like massive crowd that's like cheering as you see like there are some what appear to be like some like exhibition duels going on, and as you step in, there is this display. Luminora, you've not seen this before, as you've not been on this side of it. There are replicas of of each of the heirloom blades
Ooh.
that are being demonstrated here as the crowd kind of walks by.
Whoa.
So cool.
So
And as you
cool.
go towards each one, there is a like a brief little blurb on each blade. It's like almost like you're standing at like a
museum.
like at a museum. And you see at the very, very end there is a relic, or a what do you call it? It's the word I just used.
Replica.
Replica of the Meridian blade. And you see, like, it appears to be somewhat like enchanted, where it's almost, the thinness of the blade like stands out compared to all the rest, but there's this like dancing, flowing kind of like purple like silk coming off of it that almost like shrouds the blade so that you barely ever get glimpses of the blade itself. But even looking at it from here, like it's very kind of enchanting and intoxicating for you to look at, I assume, Luminora.
Lumina's eyes just light up. They look like that heart eye emoji, and she's
Yeah.
just like drawn right over there, realizes that, kind of stops herself, and then stops to look at the other blades to like feign a little bit of interest, read a little bit, and then like tries to shimmy on over to the Meridian blade replica.
Yeah. Is anyone else interested in this, or are you guys kind of just like breezing past this?
I mean, I'm following Luminar because I don't know where I'm going. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm not like swords. You know?
If only they were guns.
Yeah. That's some cool guns on display. I might be.
I do want to read or like see whatever information they have on the other blades.
Could be
Yeah.
helpful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Know your enemy.
So the first one you see is Axiom Eternus, or as the house name, the Veiled Testament. This is the heirloom blade of House Vorinth.
Is that giant one?
It's a more accurate image of it. I can kind of show you as we go. This is what Axiom Invictus looks like.
That's cool.
Or sorry, this is Axiom Eternus.
You're so pretty. I want one for real.
Dude, your accessibility is good to go on your PowerPoint. Thank you.
Yeah. So there's like a brief little blurb here that talks about like some occult lore, like House Vorinth stuff. I don't think anyone's interested enough for me to like read out a whole paragraph. But
you can link it in chat. I might.
Okay.
Yay!
All right, I will link these in chat.
There's gonna be a new section on the
You know it on the blade.
the
Valuable
swords
website
sword
information.
section. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's go through here.
Just give us the highlights though. What are its weaknesses?
Well, I'll just.
What are its weaknesses?
Can we get the stat block?
Nope.
Okay.
All right, here
Where's
we
the
go.
shot?
Linking. I can't link just text. It directly does it as like an image. Oh, here we go. Paste as plain text. There we go. Okay. Axiom Eternus, little blurb for your information. Okay, man, we've got so many windows. There's too much
Sorry,
fucking
we're
shit
making
on me.
you work here. Yeah, we're making you work for your money.
We'll do a little bit of sword porn. The one that comes up next is going to be Axiom Dolus. This one is the smallest of all of them, and it's kind of like a cross between like a short sword and a dagger. This is actually the weapon that you just saw being wielded by Yuna.
Yuna Lysandra.
Yeah. And it's kind of in this like beautiful like wooden case. It almost looks like it's in a case that is made for like a pen. Let's see,
Made for a what?
For a pen.
Pen.
As they, I presume Charles is still kind of following behind me, and we stop on the Meridian blade, and I'm kind of staring and looking at it and seeing if it's a perfect replica or if there are any things that are off. And I look over to you, Charles. It's a pretty good replica. This is my
Hey,
favorite blade.
I forgot to ask you this. Are we gonna die in here?
Probably not. They usually have healers on standby, but
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
accidents happen.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a nice blade.
I mean, yeah, it looks cool.
The
You gonna be able to beat it?
largest of them all. This is Axiom Primus.
Dude.
Also known as the Sovereign Blade. So this would have been the first of all of them.
Maelthrum.
And this is said to be actually the first weapon that was wielded by Zalathea herself before Magnus was said to craft her the Forever Blade that she became known for.
The Forever Blade?
Yep.
Very cool. Who has that one?
Zalathea.
Oh, she kept it. None of that has got that one.
You see, the trick is that the balance is not exactly where you think the balance of the blade would be. So you have to train for it for quite some time to get comfortable with it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I reckon it is like the different weights of a gun changing how you have to aim.
Okay, I'll buy it.
That makes sense, yeah?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
totally makes sense.
I mean, if I picked up your gun and shot it, and then I picked up a different gun and shot it, they'd probably feel differently, right?
Yeah,
So that's what I mean. Like the weight of the Meridian blade feels different than the weight of Echo Brand.
you
The
think
one that
you could?
stabbed you.
Yeah, no, didn't like that weight. You think you'll be able to beat all these people?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try. And I'm
Who's your
going
big?
to...
What do you think the biggest challenge will be?
Well, I think that Isolde from House Volantis is going to be pretty strongly against me, considering I killed her brother.
Yeah. Won't help.
That will not help. And they are pretty good swordsmen in general.
Swords winning.
You know, we actually don't use gender terms. Like, we don't specify if something's a woman. We just say...
Okay, sorry.
Just... So yeah, I think she might be the toughest one.
Not worried about
my
your
sister.
sister?
I was gonna say, could be Celeste. She's been training now for... I mean, she's been training forever, but with conviction and intensity since I've been gone, so... we'll see.
Even go.
Yeah.
But you know that weapon though too, so you have like a
That's true.
inside. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a really good weapon though. So, me.
You know the ins and outs. You fought with it.
So, sorry, Axiom Invictus here. This is the Blade of House Volantis, if that wasn't obvious enough, the second great sword. Bringing us to finally where Luminor probably spends the most time, the Meridian Blade.
It was so cool.
What you would all notice is as you walk over to inspect this sword, depending on your perspective, you see these like faint traces of light that almost look like stars with like a backdrop of space. As your perspective changes, it's like looking through a window into like a starry sky. So if you kind of like squat down and look up at it, you're looking at like different constellations through this little slit of a blade, as you would if you kind of look to the side or to like the right or up. So depending on how it moves, there's like a different like starry nightscape that you can see. And there's like a little blurb that talks about its relation to Zalathea and the Forever Blade. This one seems to be kind of the most in tuned with Zalathea's pure like swordsmanship. And you see, like, at this point, there's a couple children that walk up to it, and they're just like, whoa, and like looking through it at different angles. One of them like starts kind of like puts their hands on the podium, and you see like there's an officer, like a naval officer close by, that just yells like, "Hey, no touching," and they like back off.
Yeah, blade, the coolest blade. Okay, sorry, got distracted. Moving on.
Where do we enter?
So with that, you begin to kind of sort through the different areas. There's like food. There's there's games that people can be a part of, and then you see again like the dueling arena down beneath. This is kind of like a weird carnival that seems to be really like glorifying the like war in and of itself and the Navy. And in multiple areas you see just like these visages of like this angelic, like flaming, like celestial being that seems to be Zalathea, that's just like beckoning people towards like different areas of the Colosseum. And things are kind of a little bit like commercialized here. And you definitely see, like, although a lot of the people here are like nobles, you see some kind of like diehard fans. Some people are like painting their faces in the colors of the houses that they're like rooting for. And you do see what looks like a couple groups of like mercenaries that, whether they're participants or just here to observe, you do filter your way through and get to an area that looks like it's for registering in different games themselves. And you do see there is one area that is specifically for registering in the war games. And there is no one there whatsoever.
Nice.
Is there anyone behind the desk?
There is someone behind like a podium. They're very they are wearing like this white porcelain mask with just like slits in the eyes and like no mouth and no nose, and it's almost like a complete like white veil. It looks extremely like ceremonial, and they're standing like completely poised. And you do see there's like this large, like handwritten sign that just says like "Sign up for the gauntlet."
Ooh.
Roll up. Hello. We would like to sign up for the gauntlet.
Very well. And do you have a group of companions with you?
Yes.
We post up.
And an eligible champion?
I will be that.
And you understand the terms?
Is there a written copy of the terms anywhere?
She just kind of like slowly turns, and you see another individual that's dressed almost exactly the same, just reaches out and has like this full-on like scroll that she just like hands towards you.
Yep. Just gonna scan that real quick. And then
Okay.
pass it to Charles.
Yeah. Luminor, as you look through this, everything here for like the common folk, this is to the death. there are healers, but like they're not going to reverse killing blows. Everything is done kind of in like if someone's out of the fight or like incapacitated or just as like I lost, I'm gonna leave now. You kind of have to like on your own go do that. And there is you seeing this before. There's also kind of this sense of like a lot of the people that participate in this shit are not like the most mentally sound, and they're kind of like that one MMA fighter that's like, my job is to keep hitting the other guy till the ref pulls me off. The ref didn't pull me off, so what are you gonna do? So like, it's a little, it's not as clean and polished as like the Duels of the Houses. There's not necessarily that expectation of like a mutual respect. A lot of people in this are going to be like very desperate, but also extremely dangerous. So the the requirements are very simple. You need a champion who is a essentially conscriptus born, and the purpose of these trials are essentially to demonstrate that there is a champion that is worthy to stand against the houses or alongside the houses of conscriptus, but also that they've demonstrated the ability to accumulate like a retinue of companions that are also of worth.
Retinue.
So
Nice.
the games are essentially like individual tests of like skills that people essentially sign up for. And there's like this scoring system that basically influences the seeding for the champions' duels against other people within the gauntlet. So there are some games of like accuracy, like marksmanship. There are many kinds of like combat challenges that contestants will be pitted against each other. And then it basically all influences where the champion sits in the bracket so that you don't have to fight through like slogs of hundreds and hundreds of challengers to like make your way through the top.
Gotcha.
Also bear in mind, this is like kind of an endurance challenge because you have these all happen in like one day. So if you have a low seed, you quite literally have to be dueling all day, and then at some point you're just going to fall because like just through sheer exhaustion. So it very much matters how well your retinue does. Notably, there is a single individual who can choose to be exempt from any of these challenges, who can instead attend essentially like a ball to meet with like other challengers, contestants, some members of the like representatives from the other houses. And Luminora, you would know about this as well. So this, in and of itself, is kind of a like a challenge within itself. So this is essentially like a diplomatic thing where like one of your party members can be exempt to go to this event and basically try to get like dirt on other houses, other contestants, secure like sponsorships from like the city's vendors or like other nobles within the city that may provide other advantages within the games themselves.
Gotcha. It'd be good for the only person I can think of would be Mazarin, because I'm not sending Sal to do it.
Yeah. No way.
Or if we had brought Marion.
Yeah.
Well, but they have to be within your group.
So it would have to be, unless anybody else thinks they. But we don't have to decide that right now, right?
It
Mm.
feels pretty decided that that would be Mazarin's deal.
A master thing.
It would be really good for her
Yeah.
style.
Yeah, 'cause she's like a spy.
Yeah.
So, but you
I mean,
kind
you
of get
guys
this
almost-
all as you're reading through this.
Okay. I was gonna say you guys almost.
you also
killed
have time
me
to
while I was
think.
gone, so we can sign her up for stuff while she's gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have time to think. Okay, cool. Yeah, I read all of this. I hand it over to Charles, who I presume is not going to read the part about, like, yeah, you probably might die.
I'll read it. I just hand it to.
Since I kind
Knock.
of said that, I don't know, it's probably fine to him. And then yeah, I look at them and I say, oh, I look at everyone else. Do we all agree to the terms?
Sure.
Sounds like a right good time. Chap.
Mazarin just really slowly like cocks her head like this at Enoch, and then looks back at you, Luminar, and just goes, I mean, I think you're aware of my policy of, just fuck it. So yeah.
Perfect. We agree to the terms.
Didn't even consult Sal. Good. Good.
Yeah, Sal, you see Sal just go, he comes in with like this big thing of what looks like cotton candy that's in the shape of the Meridian blade, as he's just kind of like chewing off the top, and he just goes, I'm sorry, what is this now?
Too late.
You're good. Yeah.
Yeah, good here. That anyone wants to try, this is too much for me.
No.
Okay.
Guys, we have to stop bullying Sal. He's
With-
going to blow us up one day.
I'll take a piece, Sal.
Let him try.
He like just like points the blade at you.
I take a little dagger and cut off the top.
Okay.
As if we were sword fighting.
So,
They ask us for a name.
they do ask you for a name.
Do you want to tell them, Charles? You seem
It's
very
you.
excited.
It's you. You're the talker
Oh,
to these
okay.
people. I was just wondering.
You can put us in under as the 7th house.
She just nods and signs you up. You see there's like a list of maybe like 50 other teams.
Ugh, odd.
Done with this.
So, with that, you are kind of ushered over to an area that is for kind of like where the competitors go, kind of a little bit of like an Olympic village within the war games. So you kind of like have your own little space. There is like food that's available. There's like a quartermaster that can give like free like equipment and stuff like that if anyone is like missing anything. There's a series of healers, and then there are just like some general like comfort staff that are there for like massages and kind of like just fetching things for you if you need them. You see it's mostly like kind of like rough groups of like mercenaries and pirates that have signed up for this sort of thing. You see a lot of teams are kind of like very like cliquish, where they're sticking to each other, like looking suspiciously at everyone else. And there's a large board that's got a series of all of the trials. And essentially the way this works is like each each member within your group has to basically participate in like one trial that affects the seeding of like the final event, which is like the Duel of Champions.
Does our duelist have to participate in the trial? Or is their trial the duel?
Their trial's at the very end. So
Okay.
it's kind of like Luminor would be all on her own. um, and like your guys' performance, like indicates
Sets
whether
her.
her thing would even be possible.
Okay, so what's the what are the trials?
So as you go up to the board and you see there are like multiple teams, and there's multiple boards around because there's just like so many people. So you've got like rows and rows and rows of essentially like locker rooms, and then like like numbered areas where there's like this stone like table that you can like sit and rest on, with like a variety of like healers kits, some like comfort items and things like that. Um. So. And there's a board at each part. There's a board at like each part.
Okay.
So basically, there are 5 games that you see. One is just the Trial of Exchange, which is just a straight up duel with someone else. The second is the Crucible of Sigils, which is basically like also a duel, but it's magic only.
Oh.
Then there is the Proving Pit, which is like an all-out brawl, and it's like last one standing. There
Like
is
fisticuffs or like anything goes.
It's anything goes. Then there is a test of marksmanship. That's essentially like a best you can gather. It's like a series of like live targets, and it's like a point-based system of like whoever hits the most targets. So it's like a 5-person free-for-all of like point scoring. That's known as the Trial of the Steady Hand. And then there is the Trial of Enduring Form. That is essentially like a foot race through like a series of obstacles.
Interesting.
Oh.
What are you gonna do, Enoch?
Well, there's a few that I'd feel pretty confident in winning, but if we each have to do one, I'm more concerned about what we send other people to do.
You mean Sal?
I do.
Yeah, you watch this kind of Sal looks over and just goes, yes, I mean, I don't know, but I don't know, Enoch. I'm a little less worried because I think Charles would do maybe just fine in the marksmanship one, no?
Yeah, that would make the most sense.
So I think we've got a good fit for everybody then.
Where do you think you go?
Oh yeah, what's your fit, Sal?
Oh, I shall be going to the gala, of course. I've got my
Nope.
I've got my giggle juice, and
You're not going to the gala.
Yeah, I think actually that
Nazarene is.
would
She's
really
a
be
spy.
in Mazarin's, wheelhouse. With the
you watch as
legal stuff.
Mazarin's kind of like, I would really love to get some behind-the-scenes information there, and that just seems like a really juicy place to be. But this raises a good point because I want to find a good fit for Sal, or the least worst fit. No offense.
Well,
Alright.
Sal, would you be comfortable in a magic duel? It was either that or Mazarin that does it.
Magic duel. I mean, seems pretty easy to me. Yes, the obstacle course, probably not a good fit. I have been practicing my swordplay, so perhaps
No.
the duel?
No,
No.
not here, not in Conscriptus, I think.
This isn't a practice area. This is a
Yeah.
real deal.
I mean, I did pretty
think you-
good against
think
the
you-
Painted Knight.
Pretty good. You got your back broken.
And your wrist broken.
And your wrist, you were cracked in half almost.
I think maybe if we had a couple more weeks, you would be perfect for it, but let's just try and optimize our success here.
Or maybe the brawl. I can
Well,
deploy the arcane arts in subterfuge. Perhaps I can use my giggle juice. And I've got the lotion that I think is going to come in very handy in sort of a 5-person situation.
yeah, I don't.
Could pretend to have a heart attack, and then when
something
everyone else
about that.
falls,
Makes me uncomfortable.
Maybe we should send this guy to the gala.
it's not
I
I
think
mean,
worst idea.
we just yeet him into the magic duel, and
Wait a
honestly, his
second.
unpredictability
Do you
is.
think that I won't do well in any number of these challenges?
so
I think you put me, I'll tell you what, I think you put me in anyone you want to put me in. I'd love to go to the gala because I have a coat just for the occasion. But I will say this. You put me in any one of these competitions, I'll fill. And I will, how you say, clear.
All right, Sal's running. He's queuing as Phil, so let's get everyone else.
I'll play flex.
Yeah.
I mean, Mazarin, where do you want to go?
I would say either you throw Sal into the gala, giggle juiced to the tits, and throw me in the arcane duel because I would clear in that. Or put me in the gala so I can get information, perhaps even beyond like the qualifiers part, as sort of an investment in like the battles of the houses. Because maybe I could even get some information on them, maybe even which ones might be turnable. Also, maybe some information on the whole, like, I don't know that we really resolved the Queen of Brightwater thing. I have so many questions and I have so many ideas for getting some answers.
I think having you at the gala is too invaluable of an opportunity to pass up.
And
I agree.
Filling in whatever
between
fouls.
all of us here, if we lose a point or two on any area, I think as long as the rest of us lock in, I think we got a good shot.
So I'm obviously doing the steady hands one. I think so. I think you're in the magic.
I think he is. Magic duel.
Yeah.
I mean, he's tidal waved like 50 people once.
Including
He's got
us.
this.
True. True.
Yeah.
And
but
to be clear, there are 5 events. Luminora does not participate, and then someone can go to the gala, so we don't have to fill each one of these things.
I understand, but we want to use our best
Yeah.
skills.
If you think I will do best in the duel, I think I'd probably perform equally well in the duel and in the brawl.
I think you should do the magic duel.
Okay. This I can do. Magic dueling. I haven't dueled since college. I will admit, this I look forward.
Just
Yeah,
imagine
I-
it's that one guy who stole your recipe.
Fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Enoch, I'm very interested in what you're going to do.
He's gonna.
Well, I mean, the obstacle course seems the safest.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
also,
I guess.
I could probably hold my own in a regular duel.
I mean, I really wanted to see you in a brawl. But no, play to your strengths.
Are the points like point distribution the same? Also, Eddie, I texted him. He said he wants to go in on the free for all.
Well, he doesn't get to choose. He's not here.
He's so
Uh,
jump on.
Well, then we need to choose fast. Just kidding.
You have to
With
take the
this,
free for all slot.
Sal just goes, on second thought, I'll do the brawl. Sign me up for the proving pit.
Big ass dice. What the fuck?
All right. Well, whatever he wants. Okay, so proving pit for Sal, obstacle course for Enoch, sharpshooting for Charles, and social gala
Gala.
for Mazarin. And I shall duel at some point.
Sounds good.
Perfect.
Now what do we do?
I think we put our names down and wait.
Can we see who else signed up for those events? Is it like a magical?
I
Sign-up
mean,
thing?
there's a lot. You
Okay.
do see signups for things. There are quite a few.
Okay.
Oh,
Hmm?
Just in time
So,
to log off.
hello, Eddie.
Sabe. That getting you just in the nick of time?
We've signed you up as requested.
Yeah.
Alright.
So I don't know what Pierce has texted you, but basically you guys are signing up for different trials within the war games.
Are we all not
To-
doing a 4v5 or?
Nope.
No.
This is individual challenges to basically help Luminora get a good seating position for the duel.
Okay.
So she could be the last one standing to secure that 6th seat within the main event.
Gotcha. What did you guys vote for?
Well, everyone has their own category.
Oh, okay.
So I'm doing the
Charles is doing
marksmanship.
Yep, yep.
Gotcha.
Enoch's doing the obstacle course,
Yeah.
and Mazarin's going to the gala.
Gotcha. Yeah, Magic Duel 4v5 would probably be better because then I have people I could just use as bait.
It's just you. Magic
it's just-
Duel. You
Yeah.
versus other magic
Yeah, Sal, it would be you and a 5-person free-for-all.
Okay.
of magic.
No,
And
just
or fist.
like, yeah,
And swords and guns.
Oh, that's for the.
the kinds of
The
kinds of
gauntlet.
people that would, yeah, the kinds of people that would be in that.
Even if it was a 1v1, it's not a, is it a Magic Duel
No.
still? or-
It's a magic duel for the. Well, there's a regular duel and a magic duel.
Gotcha.
And then
Um,
there's the free for all.
That's tough. I'm really bad at combat in general, so it's like,
Just do
how
the
do I want to
magic
die?
duel.
I'm hoping I'll go for the free for all. I think I have the best chance.
I don't
the
think that's
free
your
for all.
best chance, but
I'm hoping they'll all beat the shit out of each other before they get at me. The
Okay.
frail old man.
We might have time to get through one of these events today. Does anyone want to volunteer as to who goes first?
Roll off.
roll
Yeah.
off.
Do you want to do a roll off? Highest goes first, like magic
Alright.
rules.
Yeah.
Well, that's usually not me. Watch, I'll roll.
Do I roll too?
No, yours is last.
Mine's at the
no
end.
matter what.
Oh, that's true.
Oh wait, but
I rolled an
maybe
11.
not Mazarin. So.
Not Mazarin.
Oh. Might be Sal here.
Rolled an 11.
Charles.
Roll the 5.
6. Yeah.
Damn it.
Okay. Perfect.
The one time.
You don't have to go first if
Yeah.
you don't want to.
Please.
No, this works out. This is probably the one I'm the
Get-
most
get Saul out
ready
the way
to
real
run
quick.
here. Yeah, let's
Let me-
get Sal out of the way.
All right,
Um,
let me prepare myself.
This is great.
Prepare to win this free for all.
Yep.
You're
So
gonna
you
do
have
good. Ow! Oh, that nail. Excuse me.
okay.
You need to be gentler.
Let me pull up my Tail Spire here
Long rest Saul, make sure he's all set.
and quickly. Let's find
All right.
a lot of crap here.
Remember your magic items if you have any.
Yeah, I've got a magic cane, alchemy jug, and and a love potion.
And a charm, right? Didn't you get a
Yep.
charm?
You have a charm
Yeah, the charm of fire resistance.
and a charm of acid hurts people.
Oh right, charm of acid. Yes. Give me a second. That was the one I forgot to add. Let me take a look here. Texts.
I think this is it.
Okay, got it. Reduces AC. Okay.
Right.
Pierce, is that a homebrewed charm?
Yep.
Okay.
What I wrote down is acid damage reduces AC, and it is
Okay.
stackable.
Okay, gotcha. Let me go over my prepared spells real quick. Make sure I have the correct things.
Okay. Let's get some music going here. Okay. Give me a second to just gear this all up.
Come on, dog.
Okay.
I'm just looking through my.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm remembering how to use Tailspire real quick.
I like this music.
There it is.
Very inquisitive.
Not gonna need giggle juice.
Yep. I brought up the giggle juice.
Inquisitive is an interesting way to describe this, but I like it.
Feels like something you'd hear in a Sly Cooper game.
I was thinking like a, it's like the end of like a buddy cop movie that they're setting up for a sequel.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm. I started watching Taskmaster. Pretty funny.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, I think I'm as ready as I'm gonna be with my 30
As ready as
seconds.
they're going to be.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, this will be over quick.
Yeah. Guaranteed. I'll trip and fall, break my hip, and then just play dead.
Is it? That's what I suggested. Just a heart attack and then just play dead and pop up at the last second.
Exactly.
Here's what I'm gonna add an extra mechanic to this.
Okay.
If there is anyone that wishes to find some way to enhance Sal before this begins, whether it's like inspiring him somehow or giving him some kind of bonus, you have time to do that.
I don't think I can do anything.
All of my spells are all for myself.
should've-
I'm so selfish.
I should have bolstered us earlier today.
Oh god.
Am I allowed to pull that out now?
Only if you do it at the table and it's and I deem it good enough.
Okay. Hold on. All right, team. Time for us to get out there and kick some scum ass, so Luminar can get out there and put us at the head of the houses. Everyone, put your hands in. Put your hands in, everyone.
Put my hand in.
7th house on 3. 1, 2, 3. 7th house.
Seventh
Seventh
house.
house.
Right.
Is that inspiring?
Yeah, I'll say it as that counts.
I think I have to roll something for this.
And
Also, You're gonna get benefits from this, so don't ask if it's inspiring.
I wasn't sure if Enoch wasn't sure if he was gonna get benefits from it.
If I could figure out where it is on my features.
Should have kidnapped the kiddo and brought her with him. Let her roll that big ass D20 I got her. She rolled a nat 20 her first time. She yoded it, and I was like, "Is that fucking 20?" And my dad's like, "Yeah, is that good?" I'm like, "That's the best you can do."
That's awesome.
Okay, I will say I rolled initiative for everybody, and I rolled 2 natural ones.
Okay.
All right.
Do I?
Shaping
Yeah,
up.
So this bodes well.
Oh, so everyone gets 6 temporary hit points. That's as
I'll
much as
take
I
it.
can do for you guys. Everybody.
Awesome. I'll take that. All right. Okay, dice are ready. See
Okay,
how bad this can go.
it's gonna be great.
That's gonna be fantastic.
But you might want to lock in.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So, oh my God, there's so much shit. Okay, Sal. As you kind of get like ushered in, you see that there is like this like full-blooded orc that like just kind of meets you in like the pit. This is like a full-on like gladiator like arena thing where you hear shouting from the outside. There's like a sound of like this burst of flames as there appears to be like some event before this.
Okay.
And this full-blood orc goes and just says, you in the right place, buddy?
Yes, I am in the right place. I am here for combat.
Well, usually you'll be wanting a weapon. Do you want what do
My
you
mind
like
is
a?
my weapon.
Okay, very good, caster. Okay, well, good luck. And then with that, he just like pulls on this heavy chain, and the doors open. You see a couple of the other contestants are already exiting themselves and stepping out to the arena. You hear just like the roar of a crowd, as you step out.
I want to go out there with my cane and appear very fragile, like more fragile than usual, like hunched over with a cane, holding my back,
Give
waving at the crowd every so often.
give a give a performance check.
Put a big old target on your back.
Yep. 11.
Okay, did you drink your giggle juice?
I did not.
Okay. Okay. Let me roll some insight checks here. Not an insightful crowd at all.
All right.
So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep track of a threat level on you, and I've currently got you at a threat level of -2.
I'm gonna hold that strong. What's the highest of the threat level?
Well, it's more of like a layer thing.
Okay.
So like everyone, it's kind of relative to other threat levels. There's no like max or minimum of it. It's just relative to like what other people's are. And
Okay.
I would just say everyone is higher than you. So right now you are being perceived at a very low threat level. So as you step in, there is this individual up front that's got like these shades on. He's got like this big cigar and he's got like this white suit. And coming from like a line coming from the top of the arena kind of comes down. And you see this kind of like what looks like almost like a scrying eye that projects to like these large like illusions above that give like a close-up of his face. And you watch as he just goes, "Ladies, lords, and loyal spectators of Conscriptus, welcome back to the Proving Pit." And you watch as he reaches out and grabs this scrying eye, and you see his hands like on the periphery of the camera as he pulls it up to himself. And then he points it back at the crowd and then just like makes a circle as everyone in the crowd just starts cheering, as you can see like this projection of the crowd just going wild. With that, he just says, "Tonight, steel meets bone, pride meets consequences, and I, Alaric Thunderthane, shall ensure you do not miss a single regrettable decision." And there's this like roar of the crowd, and he just goes, "Introducing in the blue corner, we've got," and he like looks down, "Sal Brentwood." Silence.
Just crickets.
This elderly individual is said to wield his mind as a weapon. He may look like he's about to die, but don't count him out just yet, because you only need to be the last one standing. And then he kind of goes on and just goes, "And in the red corner, we've got a Sir Caldron Vale." There's this large, like, a group of, like, this massive screens. And he just says, "Dishonorably discharged from the Steel Covenant, seeking to gain some redemption in the games here, wielding a massive fucking sword. Give it up for Sir Vale." And he kind of goes around just mentioning a bunch of nobodies, and he kind of makes things up just by looking at them. You get the sense that, like, he's doing 100 of these a day, so he's not going to bother to really, like, get to know everybody. And he just says, "But that's enough of that. Let's get this show started." Sal, I need you to roll initiative.
All right. That is a 9.
9. Okay. So, before anything starts, you rolled a 9, but I want to know, I'm going to have you take your turn. Just tell me, what are you intending to do?
I'm going to start erasing myself.
Okay. So, you are pretty much going to be ignored
Okay.
as you do that. Let me see. There are 4 other combatants, and you watch as immediately the one who moves first is this individual here, who makes a beeline towards what looks to be like a ranged individual. And he just starts taking some swipes. That brings us to, let me see. Sal, you turn invisible. Are you doing anything else?
Nope. That'd be it for
Okay.
this round.
Oh, hang on. I'm going to say, oh, you know what?
Counterspell.
Well, so here's
Counter
the
eraser.
well, here's the busted thing about your character.
Yeah.
Um,
Can you
think-
counterspell me?
no, you can't,
Okay, good.
because it's the way you cast is just in a different way. So no, not really. So this individual looks over towards you, sees what you're doing, and she is going to.
Glad I could not have made bet on myself.
She's gonna send a lightning bolt in the direction that you were. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw at advantage.
All right.
Watch this fight just end right here.
All right. X save 19.
Okay. So you somewhat dodge out of the way. You all watch as there's like this lightning bolt, and you see illuminated Sal gets picked up off the ground, as you just see just this somewhat like skeleton slash like as you like X-ray vision cartoon style slash like outline of Sal, as there's just like this smoldering pile of elderly flesh. You do make the save. You take 15 points of lightning damage.
Holy shit. All right. And then do I have to make is invisibility is concentration, correct? Yes.
It is.
Okay. I'll make my save for that. Oh, that's a fail.
Okay. So Sal, now as part of this, you can choose to land prone or stay where you are.
I'll land prone.
Okay, go ahead and give me a performance check. I'll give you advantage on this one.
Okay, good. Oh god, not much better. 7.
7. Okay. With that, you just make this sound and land, and then the announcer just goes, "And Sal's dead." And then the rest of the fight continues. This individual is going to rush the caster. That's just going to be a double. Actually, they can Misty Step. Still going to have to dash. Close the distance. Sal, what are you doing on your next turn?
So they're both in 2 separate groups.
I'll give you
Alright.
your survey of the battlefield. This person here looks like they're in a bit of trouble.
Okay.
And they're just beginning to face off.
Alright. I can't go invisible anymore, which really fucking sucks. I shouldn't have wasted that so early. I'm going to yote a. This is probably a terrible idea, but that's what I'm all about.
You can also hold an action for things to come down the line too.
Yeah, I will just. For now, I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna take some. Look at my coat. This multicolored liquid and start just coating myself from head to toe. And I'm not going invisible, but I'm doing a thing.
Okay. So you start greasing up?
Yep, greasing up.
Okay. So Sal, I'm going to say you're going to have to kind of get up from prone for this. You
Yep.
kind of take this
like liquid and just start like pouring it on yourself.
Yeah.
Just so I know, what spell are you casting here?
Protection from energy.
Are you choosing lightning?
Yes.
Okay. As you pour that stuff on yourself, there's kind of like this like waxy substance that almost like melts over you like a candle, and you just
Oh.
kind of use your hand to like rub it through and make it even, and you're now just like this weird glazed version of Sal, like completely like a Krispy Kreme glazed donut. Just like greased up. It's like all in your face too, and your hair is like kind of like all cattywampus.
It's all
like-
everywhere.
yeah, it's everywhere. Like your bald spots like extra slick. And your clothes, like weirdly, it works over your clothes, and every time you move at the joints, you see like the like honey glaze kind of like cracks, and then there's like little flakes that kind of fall off. And you just hear like you see like one girl starts crying, and then like her parents kind of like just like avert her eyes as like this is just odd spectacle.
Don't worry, I'm not dead yet, little girl. I'm okay.
Okay, so you grease up. That brings us to. Okay, over here, fight is still going on. They take a series of multi attacks on them. This person is going to disengage and double dash away from here, and kind of go over towards this corner here. The spellcaster is getting attacked over here. Just kind of mark it's here. Okay, spellcaster is going to attempt to get away themselves. But they don't want to get close to this guy. They are going to actually move here. And, oh god, this is terrible. Whatever. Gonna break distance here. Take an opportunity attack. Yep. And then do a scorching ray on the one who's attacking them. And that's going to be all hits. Bringing us over here. So now we're at another top of the round. Sal, what are you doing?
I would like to just look extremely fucking hurt at this point.
Hit him with the tidal wave.
I like to imagine, does Enoch yell that out into the crowd?
Oh my
He
god.
like ducks behind
Did
somebody.
you yell?
Like, hit him with the water. The wave.
I don't have the
Enoch,
wave
can you make a performance check?
Sure. Oh, natural 18. 18.
Sal, I'm gonna say the next time you get inspired by Enoch's faith in you, as you just hear this voice carry along the crowd. Hit him with a tidal wave. And on the next damage dealing spell, I'm gonna say you can add a D4 to your spell DC or spell attack roll
Okay.
until you use it.
All right. Oh yes, good idea. Shit. Yeah. What's the radius of those three? Like, what's their farthest distance away from each other?
20 feet. Which, to be fair, before you do this, because
Yep.
this guy goes first, he's gonna double dash.
Okay.
20. And he's gonna stay here and kind of use this person as half cover, and just get in their range.
All right. As that happens, I guess, can I go?
Yeah.
All right. Right, water. And I take out this vial, and it's not blue. It's bright red and glowing. And I throw that shit. It says this has a 150-foot range, but I doubt Saul can throw that far. So
What spell is this?
What? Yes.
Okay.
It's got to do with fire.
Okay. I mean, your character's so weird. Here's what we're gonna do. Go ahead and give me. Where are you trying to put this thing?
Right in the center of it. It's got a 20-foot radius. I want to get all 4 of them if I can.
Okay, so this is pretty much this is like a 75-foot throw.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me, I'll say, give me a strength check. The DC is not high. You got to beat a 5.
Come on, don't fail me now. Hey, there we go. There's the 8.
Okay. So you can place it where you want to place it. So it lands here. What happens?
It explodes into a fireball. Everybody needs to make a dex save.
Okay. Big guy fails. Mage fails. Rogue fails, but has evasion. And the Hexblade fails. Okay.
And then after this, I'm gonna immediately run to get as far away as I can, because I know now they're all gonna be mad.
Okay. Okay, that brings us to
Hold on, let me roll the damage. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, we forgot to do damage.
Jesus Christ, 22 points of damage. That's all I did. If they saved, then it'd be halved to 11.
Yeah. Okay.
And then get as much distance between me and the group as I can.
Yep. This that's gonna bring us to Rogue here. Actually, the mage. She is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's gonna Misty Step,
Oh, Jesus.
and she is gonna send a firebolt your way.
Oh, no.
It's a natural 19.
That just barely hits. As I'm like running, like, I did it. As I'm like picking my cane up and actually running, like.
Okay, that is 11 points of fire damage to you.
All right, halved because I have the amulet of fire resistance. So.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
That's
So
5.
5 points of damage. 5. Okay.
Yeah. As you're running away, like, hands up, you get hit straight up in the face with a fireball. It burns the wax off, and the back of, like, your hair and the wax area is still on fire. So you've got this, like, flaming, like, coif of hair. And your eyebrows are, like, singed off, and your face is, you just look like you kind of blew yourself up. The wax absorbs most of the blow, and you don't seem to be all that, but you're just dazed.
Okay.
As, like, there's a guy next to you.
Against the wall.
Yeah, as you get hit in the face with it, there's a guy next to you because you're right by the crowd that just goes, "Oh, fuck!"
Okay. Okay. I've done before.
Genuinely confused, the crowd begins to start chanting your name.
Oh yeah, didn't I add a D4 to that damage because of the whatever it was inspiration?
You subtracted a D4 from the save, which
From the save.
Everyone
Gotcha.
actually failed anyways, so yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that brings us to that was her. That brings us to Warlock and Rogue. Rogue, this big guy is kind of an issue for him, so he's going to... Ooh. He is going to take a shot at him. That is a miss. He is going to then reach into his like pocket and pull out this like glowing, or not glowing, but this like black misty vial, smash it on the ground, and there's like this area of like a smoke cloud that appears over here. Okay. And then he is going to attempt to hide. Okay. That brings us to the Warlock is going to attempt a spell on this guy, who's going to fail, and you watch as this familiar sight comes into play as like the Warlock like takes a swipe from this greatsword and then just like reaches out his hand and like jabs his fingers in the eyes of this guy's visor, and you watch as this dark energy coalesces around him, and you watch as he lets out a blood-curdling scream as these black shards of obsidian come from above and like almost like pierce his head in this thorned crown that appears on his head, as like the scream kind of gets cut short and then he just kind of goes slack and then just like looks up kind of dumbfounded. That brings us to his turn. He's going to just like blindly march in here and start swinging at the rogue. Disadvantage. Does not connect. Now he is freed up. Although, hang on, spell work. Okay. No. So that was his. So then he's going to move. He's actually going to step into the shadows himself. That brings us to you, Sal.
I'm gonna charge the mage that attacked me.
Okay. She's about 90 feet away.
I'm gonna skate the outside though. I'm gonna take the scenic route.
You can make it about here,
Okay.
and she'll be
And then-
about 70 feet away.
All right. And then try hit me again as I start pouring this stuff on me, and I become slightly blurry as I cast blur on myself. Try again, cross-eyed bitch.
Okay, you cast a blur on yourself. Are you concentrating on anything right now?
That will be what I'm concentrating on. Is blur.
Okay.
I lost the protection of energy. That's gone.
Okay. She is going to take you up on that.
So attacks are at disadvantage, or yeah.
Right. Okay, she's gonna drop a scorching ray on you.
Oh Jesus.
The first one is going to be a 23 to hit at disadvantage.
Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ, yeah.
The second one's a 22 to hit at disadvantage.
God damn.
And the third is going to be a 13.
All right. It's all worth it.
Do all of those hit?
Just two of them.
Oh,
Oh
two
wait,
of
the
them.
13 meets my AC, so all three hit. Yeah.
Okay. So you take already halved. You take 2, then 3, and then 2 fire damage. So 8.
2, 3, and 2 is 7.
Okay, so 7.
So yeah. Oh shit. I guess I'm like, ooh, you can hit me every time it hits. Like,
Yeah. And go ahead and roll 3 concentration checks to maintain your blur.
succeed. succeed, and a fail with a 9.
Okay.
Goodness.
Okay. That brings us to the fight over here. So let's see. He's swinging on the ring. A natural 1, and the rogue hits him back with a natural 20, dealing a bad amount of damage because of that failed natural 1. Then the rogue goes again. Another natural 20. And he's actually going to drop this guy.
Shit, 1 down.
So you're not last.
Yay.
That brings us to... That was Rogue's turn. That brings us to this guy. He's going to cast a hold person. Natural 20. Third natural 20 for the Rogue. He's fine. Then he is going to get up on him. He can see in this. Okay, top of the round. It's you again, Sal.
Oh, okay, bitch, what play fire? Fine. And I just pour oil all over myself and cast Fire Shield and then just light myself on fire and just run at her like a crazy person.
Is that an action or a bonus action to get to her?
I'll just charge full sprint, so it'd be.
Well, is the spell an action or a bonus action to cast?
The spell is an action.
Okay, so you can
I'm
just
just
move
going
your
for the
movement
art of
towards-
intimidation.
Okay, make an intimidation check.
Just screaming wildly. That's an 11.
Okay. 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 Sal, I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh god. Hey, natural 20. Hopefully I needed it.
Okay.
So it would have been a 21 total.
Okay.
I died.
So as you're running, you watch as she like basically like turns around to like not look at you, and she like drops this sack of like it looks like this big metal like iron ball with spikes coming off of it that just like lands on the floor. And then you watch as it just like shudders as she just whispers this incantation and catapults it at you. You're just like running, ignoring it, and this thing just like grazes and just like cuts the side of your cheek and then smashes into the wall behind, where it literally like indents into the like stone and is just like stuck in there.
Oh shit.
So yeah, you just like are running at her like a madman. She sees that she missed, and she's gonna try to get away from you. 5, 10, 15,
Yeah, it worked.
Okay. That's her go. All right, now these guys are fighting again. Rogue is gonna go first. That's gonna be a miss. Now Hexblade is gonna go. He's gonna cast another spell. That's a fail. So he is now in darkness, restrained, taking damage. You watch as like the smoke bomb kind of like disapparates, but now there's this like sea of tentacles that's just like pulling this rogue deep into like this like tentacly monster that's in it. As he's just like wading through this massive tentacles, trying to deliver a killing blow here. That brings us to you, Sal.
I'm gonna keep charging, screaming like a crazy person, and try to corral her towards the smoke. where those two are fighting. How far does that get me?
You'd have to double dash.
Sure. Fuck
You
it,
could
why
double
not?
dash and do a bonus action spell.
Would I be able to launch an attack if I did? Because Shadow Blade's a bonus action.
You wouldn't be able to get an attack, but you'd be able to get in her range where you get an attack of opportunity if she tries to leave.
If she tries to leave, yeah. Okay. Sure. Let's do that. As I'm charging at her on fire, screaming like a crazy person, I take another vial out, splash it in the air. The black ichor forms into a blade. I snatch that shit out of the air and just start charging her.
Okay. So you bring out the flubber blade.
Yep.
She is going to, in a panic, she's going to hit 3 scorching rays at you.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go again.
They're at disadvantage, but they might not matter. So a 12, I think misses.
Yep, misses.
A 9 misses.
That misses.
And a 22.
That hits.
Okay, so that's 9 halved to 4.
Okay. Is there any way that my fire resistance stacks because I have the amulet and the fire shield grants me that too, or no?
No.
Okay. Just checking.
Are you dead?
Fair question. Fair question.
Did you go down?
I'm still up. No, I'm still up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, strong.
What happened with the fire shield? Does she take damage here?
If she attacks with a melee attack.
Oh, with a melee attack. Oh,
Yep.
okay. Well, she specifically did not do that. She's going to try to get away from you. She doesn't think you're going
All
to
right.
survive.
Take my attack, my Shadow Blade. Ooh, nice. Where's my Shadow Blade? So that'd be 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. Eat shit, bitch. That's normal D8. There we go. Damage is almost maxed. 18 points.
Okay.
of-
She's still, like, manages to get away, but you, like, essentially just, like, completely psycho style, like, stabbed her in the back of the spine as she goes, like, to run away. And you, like, the blade is stuck in her spine as she runs away, and then it, like, reapparates in your hand as you just, like, are holding it, like, psycho style, I assume running after her.
You want blood with fire? I'm just like screaming at her, like. I'm going max intimidation in
Yeah,
this bitch.
what an
Crazy old man.
ungodly sight. Okay. That brings us to these two who are kind of not aware as to what's going on. We'll say Rogue is going to attempt to the spell again. Yeah, so this is like pure darkness. It's a difficult terrain. He's blinded. He's gonna try to get out. Opportunity attack. Hits. But he will get out. He will. God. Yikes. I don't have a good way to get sneak attack here. He's going to take a shot at the mage here. Like a natural 20.
Jesus.
So as she runs with the
Damn.
blade in her back, the rogue pops out, looks at her, pot shot, crossbow bolt right in the eye as he just like dashes off, and she falls dead.
Shit.
Okay. That brings us to the
Good luck.
He's got it, probably.
Those guys are a natural 20 machine over here.
Is this a
Yeah.
1v1 now?
Does a 14 hit you, Sal?
It does.
Okay,
shot
2
me.
propelling Eldritch Blasts hit you in the chest.
Is it through the smoke?
It's through the magical darkness over here that this guy
Oh,
can see
he's the
through.
one to cast it. Okay, I
Yep.
thought. Okay, gotcha. All right. What's
For
the
a
damage?
total of 11 force damage.
Oh my god, I'm at 1 hit point.
So you get launched 20 feet.
Holy shit.
Do you want to land on your feet or are you on the ground?
I don't want to die. I take fall. I want to avoid taking fall.
You won't
damage.
take fall damage. But just like,
Oh.
narratively speaking, does this knock Sal on his ass? Or
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like getting shotgun blasted across
yeah,
the
so
arena.
2 of these like spinning like orbs of just pure force energy just hit you in the chest. And you all can hear like multiple bones breaking from like across the arena.
As I'm
And
just
even the
laying on
announcer
fire.
is just like, ooh. And you hear him just go, that man's bones are acoustic. As you get launched across the arena and land on the ground.
That's a crazy thing to
I
say.
can't feel my butt.
Yeah.
Sal, how are you? Like, what is Sal doing as he just gets
I'm
struck
laying
by
there
his
on
sword?
fire trying to catch my breath.
Yeah,
It's laid flat out.
yeah. You all hear the life get knocked out of Sal as he just like lands on the ground like that. Oh god, it's the rogue. What is he gonna do here? He is in a bad way too. This is not a good position to be in.
Tie it back.
He is. He's gonna. He's gonna take a dash action here, and he's gonna attempt to use this cover by the announcer to hide.
Yep. I was thinking of doing the same thing eventually.
Just to break line of sight. Okay. That's gonna be top of the round. You're up, Sal. What are you doing or planning to
Catching
do?
my breath. I don't even know if we can get up after that.
You don't have to. I will say your threat is pretty far down after you broke every bone in your body and are on the ground. I will say you watch as like healers are literally stepping out, headed towards you right now, assuming that you're dead. Like they're going to like pull you out of the fight right now.
Oh, I'm just laying there, just in pain.
You watch as this like kind of old, like kind of like maybe like in his 60s guy comes over. He's got like short crew cut white hair, and he just goes, "Hey man, you good? You took a hell of a hit. You good? You want to come out?"
Just like a broken thumb.
Yeah. Look, man, you got nothing more to prove. You did great. Why don't you let me pull you out? You want to come out?
Fight to the death.
You watch as he like looks at the other guy, and the other guy's giving him this like very concerned look. He's like, "I don't know what the fuck you want me to do." Okay.
And
So
I
what
have
do you?
2 feet in grave, but I have 1 hand out of grave.
Yeah. So what are you doing?
I
You can
will
also hold an
slowly-
action to see, but I want you to commit to an action right now.
I am going to hold an action for Agonizar's Scorcher, or the
Okay.
whoever steps. If that shadow guy,
So this is your priority.
yeah,
Otherwise, him. Okay.
yeah,
So this guy is going to. He's going to misty step out of here.
oh Jesus,
Here. And then move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's going to launch 2 Eldritch Blasts at this guy.
okay,
Those are 1 hit, 1 miss. He's gonna blast them out of his hidey hole. Okay. He is going to move over here. Kind of use the cover here for like a quick bonus action hide, just to briefly like break line of sight, and then peek back out the way he came and try to get a sneak attack here. That will hit. Okay, they're both pretty hurt. This guy is more hurt than this guy. What are you doing?
I would slowly move behind the shadow guy. One nearest me.
Okay.
Can I line up?
Can you line them
How
up?
far away? How far apart are those two?
35 feet.
Damn, so close. All right, well, it's gonna touch the edge of it. I'm gonna walk up behind Shadow Guy, and this will probably be the last thing I can do. Oh, which way should I go?
Explosive.
I know that little sneak attack fucker's gonna hit me. I'm gonna stab him in the back. Fuck it, we're gonna stab him with the Shadow Blade. All right, here we go. Come on, Saul, we can do this. Let's finish one of these fuckers off. Ah, god damn it, off the fucking thing. Does a 14 hit?
14 hits.
Oh my god.
He's just wearing leather armor.
He takes yeah, it's 3D, right? Yeah. 15 points of psychic damage.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
Oh my god. I told you I am not dead as this walking flaming human torch walks up behind him and just skewer him slowly through the back and like wiggle the blade in because I can't like cleanly stab through him. In a very gruesome manner, just like jaggedly like stab and wiggle the blade until it's all the way through him.
Okay.
I still have one hand out of grave. And then pull the blade. If I
Okay.
can. Or
Yeah.
like sit there and like use my feet and pull my blade back out.
Okay. With that, you look up and there's this like crossbow aimed right at you.
Oh,
And you just see the like eye contact of like this kind of like this like halfling behind a cloak as he pulls the trigger, and you hear this click, and he just like looks down. It looks like it was a misfire. You watch as he just like throws it to the ground and just like lunges, and he's gonna bonus action dash at you. And he's gonna run at you and try to Superman punch you.
I was gonna try to hold the dead guy's body as cover because I knew he was gonna like try to shoot something at me.
Okay.
If that would help at all, like the guy I stabbed, like use his body to like.
So you like stab him in the neck, and then you just like keep stabbing him. He's already dead. Like he's like, I mean, at this point, I think he's actually dead. As you're just like kind of like trying to hold this awkward corpse in front of you. Go ahead and make a strength check to see how effective this is. To see if you can hold his limp body up. The DC
13.
for this, I'm going to say, okay. All right. Yeah. So I'll tell you what. I'll give you 3/4 cover for this. Why not? So your AC is +5.
Jeez.
All right.
He's running at you. There's going to be an unarmed strike. I mean, he's using the attack bonus of a dagger attack, but this is for flavor because I think it's going to be so funny if you get knocked the fuck out right now.
Yep.
Natural 19.
So then I have
24.
18. I will use shield. Actually, would shield help? No, that put me at 23. Damn it! Even shield wouldn't help. Yep, I get knocked out, but he still takes the 2d8 damage. All right, fucker.
Oh my god.
This might be a coup de grace.
Oh my gosh, do they both?
He takes
First
9 points
time.
of fire damage. Is he dead?
Oh, Tell me.
So here's what happened.
Please,
Sal,
even if
you're-
he's
you're-
not, rule over rule.
You're holding this corpse up with the knife still in him, and you're just like doing this as he like runs over with his dagger out and like goes to like, and he just like stabs the corpse, and then like you lean back and almost fall over and then push him like off with the corpse, and you don't see where he is because you like pop to the left and you don't see him. You pop to the right, he's in the air, fist cocked, and then there's this loud crack, and then the whole crowd just goes, "Oh!" And then at some point, the announcer just goes, "Oh, at some point, folks, that's elder abuse." And Sal, you just fall, hit the deck, and like, and with that, the rogue just like is like panting, extremely hurt, looks up, and then just like goes to like raise one hand, and you watch as Sal's body just like glows and glows, and there's an explosion that emanates from Sal that also blows himself back like 10 feet further this way as he like just gets ragdolled across the stadium. And the explosion blows the rogue like 20 feet off this way, and everybody's unconscious. And there is just, the crowd is just like silent, and then it just erupts into this roaring applause.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
And with that, you watch as Alaric Thunder Thane just like looks around confused and just goes, "Give it up for the combatants in the proving pit. Bear with us, folks. We're going to have the judges review the tape, and we will get back to you in a second as they confer. But in the meantime, we have the we've got the trial of the steady hand coming up. So don't go anywhere, or better yet, use this time to grab yourself a refreshment, and please make sure that you thank our
Do
combatants."
we have a con save off to see who puts a hand up first?
I mean, you had the last hit.
You were knocked out first, I'd say.
Yeah.
Like, pretty clearly.
But he did get the last hit in.
After about like
Technically.
60 seconds, Sal, you were like brought to your feet as you were stabilized.
Oh,
This guy
Sal.
runs over to this guy, kind of like looks up, and then just gives one of these. He's like, so this guy's just dead. And then the rogue too is like brought to his feet, and they like bring you both up to the like to the shoutcaster here. Sal, you are like burned to a crisp. You are like bloodied. You just like look like absolute shit. And with that, the announcer, you see the scrying eye, and he just goes like that. He just goes, "And folks, with that, we've got Elira Vorinth and Sal Brentwood as your proving pit champions." And he raises both your hands, and it has been ruled to be a draw for first place.
Awesome.
So you get full marks for the proving pit.
That is significantly better than I thought that was going to go.
And Sal, with that, you are marched back to your group. And how is everybody looking as Sal just comes back completely bloodied after that, whatever that was?
Shocked.
Shocked.
Yeah. Yeah. So very proud.
I told
That
you I
was
still have some
Great
fights in
fighting,
me.
Sal.
That went a lot better than I thought it was going to.
No
For
problem.
sure.
Very well thought out, intentional, very
Oh
proud
yes,
of you.
absolutely all planned. No problem at all.
Sal, it would have taken about like 20 minutes for them to like re-put you back together, and like you absorbed. You probably took like 90 points of healing just to like get everything back to where it is, and you're still feeling like you got hit by a truck.
Yep. Now I'm like literally seriously hunched over hard. Like I broke my back.
There's a couple people that like walk by and like pat you on the back, just like that was one of the craziest things I've ever
Oh,
seen.
yeah, she.
So with that, Sal Brentwood escapes the proving pit with full marks.
Wow.
Cannot believe it.
Wonderful.
And that is where we will cut the session today and pick up next time
So Sal.
as we go through everyone else's trial.
That's
Setting us up
great.
for victory.
Yeah. Good way to
Never
start.
gonna doubt you again. Just.
Mm.